there's D&D music, which is the normal one.
Oh, that'll do.
That was really
I'll play
good.
this weird shit. Play my
That's quite
playlist.
cool.
Fuck it, play my cool playlist.
Hits you in your bones.
I don't want to listen to most intense piracy.
This isn't most intense, surely.
Oh, you wait.
So
You wait.
We're just chilling.
When your shit
We're
drops.
just chilling, not doing much. This is for when we're somewhere like unpleasant, rather than creepy. This is for like if you're doing a boss fight, which we don't need to use too much. And there's like a combat. There's one called Combat Standard, which is. Why is it not alphabetical? See if you can find Combat Standard. That's what we use for just regular fights.
Oh, not D&D fight music.
That's for no, that's the boss battles.
Shall I go through that?
I mean, do you mind going upstairs? Give
Yeah,
it where it is.
fine. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it just might be an idea. Okay,
No.
what?
I can do most intense pirate music though.
No.
I love it's got the same
DJ
song.
James, you have to respect my authority.
Pretty piracy.
No, it's not. But it is intense.
Oh, fucking me, this is so
Pretty
simple.
It's louder than that when you can play it off your TV.
I hate
This is nice as the speakers up.
Oh, that's quite good.
this. Let me send it to you.
Did I make that?
Are you a wizard?
That's a really good camera to get the dirtiness of it.
Wow, I can see all the hair and skin particles.
Slightly, say a mix between
Has any,
Star Wars
have
and
you,
Studio
did you see the?
Check out that link, James.
Did you see my travel video?
No.
Oh, I watched it.
It was good.
Yeah, it's good, mate.
No, what?
I made a travel video of me and Ferguson.
I gave you your first like on YouTube.
Oh, thanks, bro.
That's alright.
That's very cool, but I thought you said tumble video,
Oh.
and I was like, oh my god, you've started a new hobby.
He's doing some cheese rolling. He's practicing
Did
for
that
next
link
year.
work?
Huh?
That link.
Oh, I haven't looked at it, sorry. Messenger?
Yeah. Oops, pardon me.
In that folder called like group notes and stuff, you change the sharing settings so that other people like add me to the thing, so I can like edit it.
That's
That's what it
Google.
was.
That's
So
Google
So at the
Drive
moment,
folders.
Anyone with the link can
You
view.
just sent me. Not a Spotify
Um,
thing.
Have I got night vision goggles now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dark
Yeah.
vision, sorry.
Yeah.
Do they? Because obviously it's not as natural as just being able to see in grayscale in the dark. Do they hinder me in any way? Does like say my peripheral vision isn't as good or something like that?
This is how bots talk to
Fine
each
with
other.
that.
But also, when you just even if you have
It
dark
really is.
vision, if you're in complete darkness, you still have disadvantage on perception checks.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
but like now,
fuck
I
off.
can just see like them lot basically.
Yeah, see time.
So I can find my bow. And
Oh, it's like Brian Davis.
Yeah, but without disadvantage. In
This
dark.
might be expecting too much of you, but that doesn't mean anything about it.
Whereas before,
Just doing binary translations.
whoa, Gwent baby.
There's a beeping coming from one of the rooms upstairs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We shall allow it to continue being.
Strange. There's no electronics in this house.
Do you happen to know which room?
Bella's old room?
Why have you spent that, Fergie?
I think
No,
to
that's
go not to the top floor.
not to touch
and
your
then
eye.
right.
computer.
Go onto the
Well-
group notes folder.
Yeah,
Bosh,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
yeah.
And then instead of
I
changing
know
anyone
that
with a link and edit, just add my email.
I thought I said it.
Fucking hell, how do I save this?
You said anyone with the link can view.
Oh, did you bring your dice tray with you? No. Alright, no worries.
Got to bring my dice as well.
I bet
That
we
should
have
be-
something
how do you
we
save a
can
playlist?
use.
It should be done.
It's so long since I did that.
How do you what?
Just like that. Fine.
Okay. Yeah, if you could play the D&D music playlist.
Yeah. Most suspenseful.
Have we managed to get control?
Okay. And then turn up a quiz. And then also stick it on shuffle as well.
because otherwise it will make my brain go strange.
Stranger.
More additionally strange. So, are we ready?
Yes.
That's our new theme tune, by the way. So, in the last session, as I'm sure you'll remember, we'd managed to power through the last of Aurenthor's tomb. In doing so, you acquired the gem which Aurenthor's soul is trapped inside. Or it seems like he's kind of chilling in there, to be fair, he probably wants to be there. He gave you a little bit of information before feeling a bit tired and wanting to go to sleep. One of the key things he told you is that we need to travel to Red Spore Caverns to meet with the Pale Scholar known as Mogzanor.
Wait, sorry, who told us this?
The soul of Aurenthor.
Got you. Mogs and all.
He says that he has a lot of information, potentially regarding Kro-Chronis.
Where is it? Sorry.
In Red Spore Caverns.
Do we know where Red Spore Caverns? Was that?
I think
did he
Aurenthor.
just give us the name. Or?
I think Aurenthor knows where it is.
Okay, so he'll guide us basically.
Yeah.
Do we at this point?
Know exactly where it is?
Yeah.
No, not. You kind of, he was pretty knackered after being forced to breathe out a huge torrent of flame. And so,
Yeah, I heard about that.
so he's just kind of taking a moment to chill. Yeah. So, does anyone have anything to add or any questions? Anything?
Yeah, whereabouts on the map of the scales are we again?
Let me get at my map. You are. That's might be a bit too quiet, James.
Like near Oren.
Can you not do it on your touchpad?
No, my touch was broken.
How is it?
I can do it from here. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, I did it another way, okay? Leave me alone.
Showing that. So, if I remember rightly, you're next to. I forgot the names. You are. Sort of in an area between Oren and Lut, if you want to look on the map, kind of slightly further south than the both of them, closer to that unnamed settlement, but in that kind of no man's land between the different paths.
Cool.
While you are, while you're all sort of, getting your bearings and everything after the fight, you're probably just kind of figuring your shit out. You've probably got a bit of time to do with what you want. So, is there anything you want to say or do, or you don't have any input? Are we still on the road, sorry? Or have we gone back to the... No, so you've not gone... we didn't travel anywhere, did we, after the end of the
No, we
session?
just literally got out of there.
You're picking up where we left off.
I realised I didn't add did I get a cane last time?
You did, yes.
Do we know how much that weighs and how much it costs?
Probably a pound.
A pound?
Yeah. But yeah. If you're going to be walking with it like that, I'm wondering how much it even contributes, to your. If you're just holding it as you're walking along.
Using it.
Anything it might
Goes
help.
in your equipment, not your backpack. Because it's like if I was really holding something really heavy and I got a walking stick, I'd be like, oh, this is good.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's too heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you've got this pretty baller cane. It's not like magical or anything.
No, I know.
but,
It's just
Where did you get it?
in the tomb.
Oh yeah.
Found it in the guy's office.
Is this when you fought the cult? In the in the previous room before the tomb.
Yeah. So you guys have come back out here and you're greeted by quite a pleasant day in the mountains. Really, there's always quite a chill air.
I like it here. This is now my favourite terrain.
Should we rest up a little bit? You know
Who
what I'm
needs the
thinking?
grass?
Yeah, we're going to do a tiny hat.
Little tiny hat. Long rest?
Shall we move a bit further away from the place that we've just been? Because more cult members might come back.
Oh, good thinking, Elixir. Let's
Thank
head
you.
How were we revived as well, by the way?
Just normal
Highway
way.
safety.
Did you?
He tried to save you.
Oh, we had a healing
did,
kit
you
Yeah,
and
you didn't get, and didn't somebody have a
and
cure wounds? Or
cure
something?
wounds.
Oh yeah, that's a very good point.
I would
Can I make a
everything.
perception check and be like, don't worry, Gesh, it was touch and go, but I managed to save you.
Going in,
But I was there.
And we're all here as well, so we like.
But I was there.
Yeah.
Go on
Of
then.
course, fucking linked
Go on
you would.
Huh?
I don't care what the roll is.
Bullshit.
What did you roll?
I rolled a
He's adding extra shit.
fuck an 18.
Alright, so you rolled an 18, so pretty convincing. So you're maybe on the way to being like, oh, like, wow, we've got 18
But how has he deceived me? Because we both got
Because
like
it
just happened.
You were
instantly, sort of.
basically, yeah, you had a spell casting.
Well,
Either way,
you
you
got
got
unconscious.
Yeah, you were unconscious.
You were
You just like
unconscious.
woke up.
And you saw my face smiling over you.
Yeah, you saw those two looking at you.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So what really happened, Electu?
I can't remember.
Honestly,
Like I said,
it all
Once on the
happened
head,
so
you don't
quickly.
barely remember. Oh, go on. Yeah.
It all happened so quickly. I don't think we should go along the path of keeping score, shall we?
Okay.
A simple "you're welcome" would have sufficed.
Come on, Elictu's right. Let's head south, north.
South.
You're chatting shit.
South,
rest up.
no. North, yes.
Yes, yes.
Everyone's been bashed on the head a little bit. It's fine.
God, I feel like 3 weeks has passed. Let's.
So yeah, perhaps you guys spend the rest of the day.
Where's your chair so light?
Um,
Honestly, didn't even feel that.
It's just so head.
Actually, my ankles are.
You played too much rugby for. You guys spend the rest of the day. You guys spend the rest of the day travelling further north, kind of, Gesh mostly showing you nicer paths through awkward bits of terrain, but generally just trying to, use natural indicators to get an idea of compass direction and head back towards the path. Following the map that was graciously donated to you guys by Horus Crest, of course. Back in,
I like kiss it and then like rub it on my genitals.
Alright, let's have none of that, thank you.
I really love horror.
The map.
Yes, from Warrior's Crest.
Oh, okay. Cool.
After the rest of the day's walking, you're a bit closer to the path, but it's a fairly long journey even to get back on the path. So you spend the night picking a place as the sun's coming down to gather a bit of firewood, perhaps, and cast this tiny hut and make a nice warm cozy thing. Also, I've found something out. You're not allowed to leave the tiny hut, apparently.
Oh, we know. No, that's fine. I don't think
Well, we did once when we fought those harpies.
Oh shit, you're right.
But it's alright. It doesn't matter.
Hindsight's 2020. Yeah. Okay.
We're all learning as we're going. And so you find as you're settling down for the evening, even with the tiny hut, it's generally good to have one person doing at least a bit of a shift just in case anything comes along.
And long rest.
Yeah, do a long rest. In the night,
There we go.
you hear Gesh when you're on your shift.
Oh, okay.
You hear like a what initially feels like a bit of a whisper in your mind, and you just hear.
I immediately like put my new dark vision goggles on.
You weren't using them in the shift.
Yeah, it just sounded completely blind. Really wish I could see right now.
Everything's fine, guys.
I don't see anything
out here.
He's just like faced with the tent.
Oh.
Like, everything's fine.
It's like wards all around the house.
Before we get into this, also the plus.
Casting a spell.
What am I saying? Plus HP as well.
How many?
Oh yeah,
And
9.
9. Yeah.
New. You hear this whisper. You just hear, Gesh, come to me. And
Who goes there?
Can I ask how are they doing that? Because the spell can't go through the tiny hut.
I'm not in the tiny hut.
you don't step on my toes.
Am I in the tiny
You're in the
hut? Oh, I am in the tiny hut.
You hear from within. I forgot who has it, but from within somebody's pack, you hear Aurenthor calling out to you.
From within someone's pack. Okay, cool.
And you go over and a little bit like Pippin getting a palantir.
Yeah, I've immediately
you,
thought of that.
You pick up this this gem and you just hear, it's good to feel draconic hands. He says, would you and your brother come and join me? Outside, please.
Of course. Like, absolutely sort of, you know, yeah, I'm just absolutely mesmerised.
Nightcap.
Can you? Jake, the kind of guy.
Drake, the kind of guy to float off the feet. He smells of pine. Yeah.
So do I literally like just scoop the Aurenthor's gem out of who's carrying it? So would you say Dawn's carrying it?
Probably me, right?
Oh, was it quite big?
I think I
quite
have it,
hefty,
but
yeah.
I
I
assume
suppose
you put it down.
it was embedded in Aurenthor's chest as well.
Yeah,
was
so
it?
it was
it's
literally in his
fucking henny.
Well, it's like.
You said, yeah.
Right,
Yeah, it's like this. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's like a big pizza made of gem, only wider. Anyway, so you. So yeah.
Is it Aurenthor? Is it wise that I leave the safety of this place to communicate with you? We could whisper while my companions sleep. No.
Do not be alarmed. Trust in me.
Okay.
As you.
Almighty God.
And so as you head outside, does it have a door? Do you like open a door? Do you just kind of walk through it?
Walk through it.
Walk through it, sure.
Yeah. A door is created when you want it.
Yeah.
A different door based on what it
An
thinks your
ethereal door
personality
that you
is.
can't touch.
The aesthetic just opens for you as you walk through it.
Yeah.
It's like a Star Trek style.
It's like a sound.
Oh, cool.
Open. I'm trying to get out. It's a Aurenthor.
Yeah, and as you step outside, you're greeted by a very starry night and a cool mountain chill kind of washes over your scales.
Is it a welcoming mountain chill?
It is. It's like
Like a fresh.
it feels for you. It feels like homely, but not in an unpleasant way. You know, like you don't have unpleasant memories coming back on anything.
Okay.
And you step outside and allow yourself a moment to take in a deep breath. And I imagine you sort of beckon Dragos as well. And as you step forward,
Can I say I sort of like sort of crouch down, maybe go onto my knees or something, and put my arm around Dragos as well while I'm holding the gem with one hand.
Sure, yeah. You see that the gem kind of shimmers in communication, but not with you, with Dragos, and you're not hearing what's being said. But you see that Dragos normally, kind of slightly distracted by sounds around nature and things. He's kind of deadly focused in a way that you've not really seen before. He takes a moment and takes quite a tentative step forward before sort of gently pressing his muzzle against the gem. And as he does, this sort of golden, slightly fiery glow begins to emanate from around him, and you see that just slowly, bit by bit, his form starts to slightly enlarge,
Oh yeah.
and these like sort of small nubs on his back begin to kind of extend outwards into full wings, and you've now got this sort of larger, almost horse-sized drake with
You
large
just made the
wings.
model.
I've got another one. And you just immediately Dragos kind of seems to command a little bit more respect about him.
Sick.
And after a moment of sort of tentative quiet, the gem's kind of communicative shimmer just kind of fades away, and you see that Dragos kind of snaps back slightly into being slightly more playful and just looks at you with sort of glowing eyes.
Oh.
I'm a stallion, baby.
He kind of slowly lowers his head and body down, awaiting the mount.
Okay, cool. And I put my hand sort of on the back of his head, and I'm still holding the gem, like just like sort of like like you would with a dog.
Sorry,
Like you would with a dog to like stroke it, sort of like just like really sort of endearingly, like I'm sort of like petting him almost. And I'm like still holding the gem. Can I like attack? Well, I sort of say, "Thank you, Aurenthor." Like, why?
It was his time.
Ah, Okay. And maybe I didn't make that noise, but I'll stash the gem in my pack, and I'll jump on Dragos's back, and then
The second you swing your leg round onto his back, he just immediately begins like sprinting forward for a moment, and just with a huge leap, he just takes off into the air, and with a low amount of starlight and moonlight casting vague silhouettes on pine trees that are scattering around the mountain edge, you're just suddenly soaring through the air. This like rapid wind blowing through your face, and initially you have this like moment of trepidation and fear, and then it's just over. You're just suddenly overwhelmed with like adrenaline and the thrill of it's amazing.
And realising that I can see and he can't, I take the dark vision goggles off me and I put them on his eyes. And I hold them on his eyes so he can see where he's going.
Going directly into the ground.
I'm like, wow! Like pulling at his fucking ears, like trying to, pulling at his fucking scales, trying to pull him up.
So yeah, you're just soaring through the sky.
Sick.
As you're kind of maybe grasping his horns or something, or whatever's pointing at the back of his head.
Yeah.
And you're flying around through the air like a Batman.
Yeah, sick. Cool. And then with that, like I'll spend like I say 10-15 minutes just like flying through the valley, and then I come back like towards the tiny hut, and I just roar at everybody, and like everyone wakes up, and like you kind of like they come rushing out to just see me and Dragos just flying around.
Nice. Yeah. As everyone kind of runs out, this door like opens up. There's kind of this light like spilling out, and all of you can just see like this silhouette of it's noticeably Dragos, but in this very different form.
Aw.
Is he going to keep getting bigger?
Maybe a little bit, but not
huge.
Yeah.
You won't
Not
imagine
dragon.
be like a
Full-on dragon.
Yeah.
Sick. I have a dragon as a man.
Just enter a tavern again. What's our marching order?
Maybe if we get to like 20th level or something, we'll make him a dragon or something.
Sick.
Yeah.
What's Thrasher gonna
Yeah.
level up to?
Straight away.
Got no wings that can't fly. So,
It's like a I was just thinking of Bug's Life.
yeah, nice.
Oh, mega.
Sick.
My watch has now ended. I'm having fun.
With what time of day is it?
It's the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Middle of the night. Okay.
My responsibilities are not mine now.
What's
going on?
No, there's the light from the tiny hat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Back to bed.
I will say, right, back to bed then. He's on next.
I recast Tiny Hut if I have to.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say you're in the doorway. Yeah, so
I can't see a thing.
as you guys are sort of lying there asleep, you just very occasionally hear like a distant roar and like a little puff of orange flame as Gash is just like letting rip.
Just having the whole, fuck it, I'm out all night just flying around with him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so morning comes around and you're greeted by this marvelous sunrise, giving you a whole different perspective and everything. And even though you've been up all night, you still even feel tired.
Yeah.
And you arrive back at the camp having hunted a deer or something, or perhaps a goat.
Yeah,
around
cool.
there.
Can I say that like as people are waking up and coming out of the tiny hut, like we've got the goat there and I'm like, Dragos, a fire, and he just goes effortlessly, just poof, and like just creates a fire, and like we just start cooking up our food before we head out.
Yeah, lovely. Cool, nice. So yeah, level 7.
Oh, sick! Has everybody leveled up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I haven't even leveled up. Okay, cool.
No, I haven't leveled up.
Oh, have we not done everyone's levels? Oh, how exciting! Let's do that then. Have we done? Did we not do a couple at the end of last session?
Yeah, we did it.
Oh, but you found it. So it's just you two who have leveled up.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do? I'll do your hit die, Will. Ooh, unlucky. Got a 4.
I forgot about the spell.
How do I add that again?
So you've got manage HP.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, did you?
And then just turn that to
Yeah.
59.
Yeah, it's nice.
It can mean anything.
What can you explain? So, 7th level, my instincts are so honed that I have advantage on initiative rolls. So wait,
Every
every initiative roll. Roll twice. Sick. Alright.
Oh, Oh shit!
As in,
Oh,
that's
that's
right.
good.
I was
So good,
like,
that
sure.
comes
I was confusing every roll.
Sick.
Yeah.
He's now his bite is stronger, and I gain an extra
Okay, cool.
type
Yeah,
of
yeah.
resistance.
Nice.
as well,
Nice.
which is pretty cool.
What resistance?
Which you're going to do.
Yeah.
Lightning, I think.
But if I'm,
So
I mean,
resistant
I
to
normally
fire
rage
and
on
now
the first
lightning
round of
damage as
combat,
well.
don't I? Or if we just last like
Pretty cool.
someone, so if I'm
Pretty
surprised,
cool.
I'll be raging.
I think it's saying if you are
How
surprised,
do you do the health
if
thing
on your turn
when
you
you
choose
level
to
up?
go into a rage, you
Oh,
won't manage
manage
HP
HP,
okay,
because you
gotcha.
roll.
So you still have to
Oh,
use your
that's
bonus
fine,
action.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what to do,
yeah.
He'll give you a number.
Oh, shit.
Add a number to
Yeah.
so 48 plus whatever.
Shall I level up my health?
Yes, I'll roll it for you.
You're a D10.
Am
I
I?
might just bow out.
It says, yeah, a hit die
Dormant
7d10 for level 70.
Ooh, 9.
Oh, very good, very nice. Okay, cool. So
What was mine out?
7.
As well.
12. Yeah. So I think, but just so you know, if you were taking the default every time, it would be 6 anyway. So,
Right,
so it's not too bad.
Yeah,
It's less than average.
And I've had pretty good rolls with my
Yeah,
health so
pretty
far,
good rolls.
so-
Oh, I can.
And also, you still get your con modifier in dinosaur.
I think I had another spell slot that I've not been using this whole time.
Are you sure you just didn't get it from level 7?
Maybe. Maybe.
Oh my god, all of a sudden I have a new spell that I've leveled up that I've not been using.
That means this whole time is in the last 4 seconds.
Sweet. What did you guys get? 7 levels.
Fourth
Powers.
level spell.
Which one did you pick?
Just a random one.
You picked what one?
What's
I'm
the
not
R
reading
next
that whole
to
thing.
spell?
Okay,
Is that
summarise
ritual?
it.
You can choose it as a ritual if you want to. So that means it takes 10 minutes. You can choose to spend 10 minutes casting it and it doesn't use a spell
shit.
slot.
Any ritual.
So they have to make a
Well,
wisdom
about
save.
80% of my concentration.
Oh, and it has to be like. We spent a lot of time talking about this. It has to be like on the same level
Oh, of like size.
of like.
They equate it to the combat rating of the monster. It has to be similar to your level.
Yeah, so I can't do anything to a dragon.
And it has to be a beast, of which there's only like
Oh yeah.
40
It's
beasts.
not a human.
Okay. So you can't just turn
Animals.
anything.
No, it can't be like smart, and it can't be like a magical
Smart.
creature.
Yeah,
Has
but
to
it's
be
like
like-
any.
You know, it could be like a bear or a dinosaur or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can turn it into a dinosaur.
Yes.
So-
Or you can turn anything else into a dinosaur.
I know what you
It's
want
like a
to do with
goblin,
the
you're like,
spell.
dinosaur! Well, no, you've never seen a dinosaur, so you can't do it.
Oh,
You have to have seen it.
has anyone seen it?
A dinosaur?
Yeah.
Yes. Goes to the White Wilds.
Oh.
There are dinosaurs in D&D?
In my D&D, there is. Yeah, go chill with the Minotaurs with their dinosaur mounts.
Yeah, I think.
Shit, that's possibly the coolest sentence ever been uttered.
You need to be level 8 to turn into a T-Rex.
Cool. Good to know.
Wait, what? And then do it on yourself at level 8?
Or on you. And then, because also when you
Would I
polymorph,
still be like raging?
so when you
Yeah.
polymorph,
T-Rex is always raging.
when you polymorph, once those hit points are reduced to 0, you're back to you as full health.
Oh, fuck, that's so powerful.
Apart from
Yeah.
any carried over damage.
Yes, unless
Oh,
you
yeah,
unless
sure.
you are on 10
yes.
health as T-Rex and then take 15 and
Yeah,
yeah, it was the same with druids and Shaco and stuff. That's why they that's why druids
I've
have
had that for ages.
Yeah.
because that's one of the things about druids which is kind of cool is they can be healers, DPS or tanks.
Right.
is quite cool.
Yeah. Shame I didn't get to play more with Shaka. I only had like 2 sessions.
Well, Ali was asking if there's would ever be a chance where they would meet and you could play Crafty again. So who knows? Maybe we'll meet in the future or something.
Because
I
I
want to play 2 characters.
no. I would just play the session as Quafty because I only had like 3 sessions of playing Quafty
so-
and didn't know how to play D&D. I mean, I still
Yeah.
don't, but like
Oh God, yeah. Don't even know where to stand to shoot, let alone have some spells.
exactly. Well, I told you how overwhelmed I was looking at Fergus's fucking D&D.
Oh, the new
shit.
ranges in D&D 1 just have prepared spells now, so you have the spell list and can pick different ones each day.
That'll probably help me. Yeah. I'm torn between Lesser Restoration, which basically means that I can like I can treat
Delete
anybody who's
effects.
blinded, deafened, paralysed, or poisoned, and remove the effect,
That's
or
pretty useful.
locate animals or plants, which would be so totally selfish for me to be able to try and find some fucking herbalism shit and then make some fucking henny potions. And you can use that as a ritual, and you can concentrate and basically find the source of any animal or plant within 5 miles.
That's useful.
Pretty good. How long to last?
It's instantaneous, and it's just
It's like a burst.
yeah. So you
Okay.
basically find it and then you can help. Yeah.
That's
I might just do that.
What
because-
would Gesh get?
Huh?
What would Gesh do?
Well, it's
Yeah,
either of
that's a good
those,
one.
one of those two is the thing. Because I'm obviously trying to be a healer, but also
I'm gonna do locate animals or plants. Fuck it. DM over rules for space. No, I was joking. Actually, maybe I'm not. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the amulet.
Oh yeah, I took the amulet.
Yes. you
yeah,
got the amulet, yeah.
Remind me who you took the amulet from?
The
do you
wizard
put one of
that turned
these up
into a
as well when you
dragon.
level up?
He like
Oh.
turned
Oh,
into a-
the dragon amulet.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I did.
No, you only get those at certain levels.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Golden horn.
Golden horn.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah, the golden horn. Yes. So yes, you found this golden horn. It was on like a little pedestal in the office.
Mm. Did can I inspect it?
Of course you can.
I inspect it.
Okay, give me an investigation and an arcana, please, which I think are your two patterns.
Yes.
Please.
I'm being an idiot again. Right.
Okay.
Go
Sorry,
on,
one
go
sec.
on, go on.
Just so I remember.
Go on.
23 investigation, nat 20, 28 on Arcana.
Okay, nice. So, I mean, Elixir already identified it as divination magic when he had his thing up. So, you know it's a device to do with divination magic. You, looking at it, it's not really like anything you've seen before. So you're kind of struggling to pinpoint exactly what it would be used for. But then you notice there's some very, very small runes kind of inscribed in it. They're almost like too small to have been inscribed by hand. And you notice that they have the similar kind of runes on them that would be used for another magical item that you're familiar with and you've read about, called sending stones. And basically, what you know about sending stones is within a certain radius, normally about a mile,
Everyone fucking sends it.
2 people can have sending stones and they basically act like walkie-talkies. But based on like the structure and how this is and everything, it seems a lot more powerful than sending stones.
Okay.
Ring, 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 ring,
Okay.
ring. Horn phone. So yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say, obviously I level up. I've got that extra spell. All it is I just put my health up, and then I've got this.
And you pick a new spell if you've got any.
Yeah, cool. Done that. And that's it. That's all you do.
Okay.
So
What did you go for? Oh, you went for the.
I went for the locate animals or plants.
And you've got your plant doc, haven't you, seen what to look for?
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, basically, if you want to
I need to read through that shit.
pick ingredients that you like, Al, tell me which ones you're looking for, and I'll roll a dice and tell you if they're.
Oh
in
mate,
the
just
area.
play some shit out for a minute, and I'll have a little read.
No, I don't mean now.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's
Yeah,
meant to be.
sound. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, shall we do? I mean, where are we wanting to go? Do you want to go to Red Spore Caverns, or do you want to go back to Valkim, or back to the settlement, or anything like that? You're free to do whatever you want.
Should probably go back to Balkan.
And do what?
Do we have any
Like,
need to?
get supplies?
It's the homebrew thing.
Supplies?
Oscar didn't make
Sure,
it.
got
Like,
supplies,
so
haven't
much.
you?
No, like it's so.
There is
expensive.
there's always.
How far away is
all
it?
of these ingredients, and I can
So
make fucking
what?
loads of sick
Valkim?
potions from
No,
them.
the Red Spore Caverns or whatever it's called.
Oh, it's about from where you are. It's probably about a week's walk to the sort of like southwest, so kind of south of Loot.
So the like, opposite way.
Okay. Alright, yeah, let's go that way then.
Southwest.
There is also
How long would it take Dragos to fly?
so I think
baby.
I think you can fly like about 3 times faster or something.
But he can't go without me. I would have to go with him because obviously he's a summon.
Yeah.
You just be circling, mate.
There's also, you know, I mean, as well. I mean, there's also the only other things is if you were wanting to resupply and stuff, you could always go to Cooling Crest, check out your armor and stuff if you wanted. But if you're like moving along, then that's fine. Just
Well,
remind
how far
you.
is that? Like a week,
Also,
and then a week
That's like
back.
It'd be about
miles away, right?
Yeah, it's
a
a bit
month
about-
to get here.
It'd be about a 3-week journey or so.
And then 3 weeks back to where we are, basically. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's go straight to the thing.
Sure.
We've got Aurenthor now. Like, we have purpose.
On me.
You know, good leads and stuff.
Yeah, I can think of nothing we need at Balkan.
Okay.
She has
So, we're heading to Red Spore Caverns, are we?
Looks
like it.
Yes.
Okay, nice. You guys with the equipment you've got and stuff, it would be worth on your way. Maybe Aurenthor would tell you it would be worth trying to on your way trying to.
Could we go into a settlement and could I get a healing potion and stuff first?
There's no
On-
settlements like en route. You're
en
kind of
route.
in horrible
Okay,
world
fine.
now.
No worries.
I sold you one already. Have you already used that, have you?
You sold me a poison potion.
Oh,
and I
did I?
used it already. Yeah.
I've got 2 resin healing potions still.
I've
Okay.
got one as well, so I'm sure we did between those three.
I can check you on mine if you like.
Sure thing, Dor. Much obliged.
They really are quite heavy for me.
Well, in that case, I'll be happy to share the load and take off this great burden from you.
I mean, are we not?
Share the load.
Are we not going to hit Malnodren at some point?
Let me look on the map.
That's quite
No,
far.
no, you're not going that
We're not
far.
going that
Not
far.
going that far.
Malnodren is also like
In this
horrible
little, yeah.
I think we're in, if you scroll
That's
up,
from
you can
like
We're
just
in
carousing
between
and stuff.
Orange
Is that
and
just
Pink.
common knowledge?
Oh,
That
I
is that
thought we
over
were
on my
further
dragons
down.
now? Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. It's like like Moria vibes.
Right. Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, Malnodren. So I think Poirus and Rivelle have spoken to you about Malnodren before, but it's basically like, yeah, it's really a no-go place. It's kind of like, you know, Mines of Moria kind of thing.
And then further south from there, is that like full-on fucking dragon territory?
Yeah, it gets progressively worse. So just so you're aware,
Cool.
like Mount Nagrom is like the dragon base. It's where Aziraphale lives, the Great Red Worm.
So just remind, I can't remember if we asked Aurenthor this pale scholar, he doesn't know any more about him than kro-chronis does.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say that maybe on your journey, like you can ask a few questions and stuff, and I'll
Yeah.
give you some answers. Just like you don't have to like role play or anything, just sort of tell you what's going on. But yeah, he says that he lets you know that the Pale Scholar was he used to be associated with the cult of kro-chronis before, and like part of Aurenthor's ability to have it like Aurenthor's heard about him like through Khazal and everything, because for a period after Aurenthor died, and then once Khazal had like spent quite a lot of time trying to break the curse himself with no luck, this guy ended up kind of sort of trying to help him a bit, and then after that he obviously kind of dipped out, probably because people found out or he got paranoid or something. But yeah, he doesn't know much more than that. He's just heard bits and bobs through his brief communications with Khazal. So yeah, Aurenthor's also kind of, you know, he's pretty sure this guy's going to have a clue, but it's basically his best lead. Yeah.
Can we ask Aurenthor how he died?
Yeah, so he'll tell you that once he broke his curse, he lived as a dragon for quite some time, helping the dwarves in their fight along with other metallic dragons. That's where he kind of, you know, before he got cursed and after he got cursed, he was always a massive asset. It's kind of where the song comes, the Golden Banner, where that originated from. And he just simply died in battle.
Oh really?
Yeah, just slain by other dragons in the fight, and then the tomb he was in was built for him by the dwarves, and then such time had passed that they kind of faded from memory a little bit, all but the nursery rhyme. And so there's probably other scholars like Rugael and other people who are interested in dragons who have probably been trying to find his tomb to reignite the, a dragon which would die in that context, who's been such a hero, would be fairly revered by followers of Bahamut because he would have been upholding a lot of their principles. So yeah.
Cool.
We should go and tell Rugael and stuff at some point that we found his body.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd like to see the gem.
Yes, travelling back to Balkim now to inform Rugael is not really a good path. We're going sort of two sides of a square, or two sides of a triangle rather. If we go and see the Pale Scholar first?
I think so. Guess you're able to mark on Puris Cress's map exactly where we've been, right?
Yes, absolutely. I am well aware. We're looking at a map like sheepishly.
Upside down, like. On your left for sure.
Some of the other tidbits of information offered to you by Aurenthor is that Red Spore Caverns is a very, very large area. It's this sort of cave, well, it's sort of one large cavern with various secrets and paths and various quite treacherous terrain. It's like over 200 miles across sort of thing, so it's like a big old place to be in. He also occasionally in conversation he'd refer to it as the Cavern of Gates as well, and he's mentioned it a couple of times, and one of you picks up and says, oh, what's that about? And he basically explains that there's lots of entrances into the Underdark there, and there's also rumours of Fey passings and that sort of thing in this area.
Would we have ever been there?
Pretty unlikely.
Okay.
The Underdark is so expansive.
Yeah.
It's like having visited anywhere in the world, really. I'll tell you what. Why don't you give me history checks, both of you, and tell me what each of you get.
13.
13. Okay.
26.
26. Okay. So you maybe would have maybe heard about it here and there. A little bit like how in the 1800s somebody might have heard of Australia. You have know that there's what you've learned about it is that it's this space which I guess for you guys would have been in the far north east, because you kind of popped out sort of this side of Munduk Fields and the west side of Munduk Fields. What you've learned about it is that it's not hugely used by rock gnomes, but it once was a very, very long time ago.
Deep gnomes.
Yes. Rock gnomes are the other one. Yeah. Used a lot by deep gnomes, but it was absolutely ages ago. It's one of their main crossing points, but it started to get more popular usage from the Drow, particularly because of its associations with the Fae. The other thing that you might know, and what Aurenthor would tell you, is that there's great forests that are entirely made of, fungi and mushrooms there. There's all sorts of toxic swamps and treacherous sort of things. And now by this point, it would be pretty reasonable to expect that various unusual beasts have settled there.
Yeah. Sorry, how long ago did Aurenthor die? Did you say?
Aurenthor died a couple hundred years ago, a few hundred years ago.
How does he know this guy then?
Because he's been occasionally being able to communicate with Khazal.
Okay.
So Khazal will be occasionally drip feeding you information and stuff.
Cool. Let's keep heading to the toxic swamp.
Let's do it.
Okay, so the journey is quite long and treacherous. This area of mountainage, getting further south, is particularly jaggedy rocks. There's more and more stone and less vegetation around. The sort of signs of dragon presence are becoming more clear as well. You'll see areas where caves have been sort of hollowed out by dragons, and there's areas of great scorch marks that kind of plaster the entire mountainsides and things. Sections where trees have just been burnt to a crisp or melted, or any of the various breath weapons that they'd use. But you're all brave. This doesn't shake you.
Can I take a moment to can I take 10 minutes to cast locate animals or plants
Mhm.
in an attempt to search for some basilisk breath, which is a very rare mountain plant, and basically it just says concentrate on your voice of nature. You don't necessarily have to roll. Well, I mean,
I'm going to roll to see if it's there.
yeah. You learn the direction and distance to the closest plant of that kind within 5 miles, if any are present.
Okay, sure. And are you? All right. Yeah. So we'll see on the first one. So there's none around at the moment.
Fine.
But on a journey, I'll say it's a 4 or 5 day journey or something. Do you want to say that you do it each day
Yeah, cool.
until you maybe twing it? On the second day there is. So I was doing a percentile die. I was going to have above 90. We've got 97. So yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay, cool.
So there's some maybe just like two miles away or so when you do it.
Okay, cool.
And perhaps when you guys stop for lunch,
Yeah.
Kesh flies off.
Yeah. Sick.
Sick.
So nice this far.
Like, you,
It
could just
literally
be
goes.
like, you could just be like scouting ahead while we're.
Yeah,
while
well, I
we're,
mean,
like, walking,
not
you
only
could
is it
just be, like,
favoured terrain, I could literally just be mountain flying.
Yeah,
around
that's what I mean, like
too.
flying around. And
Yeah,
there's no,
yeah,
like,
cool.
baddies.
And then I'll just be immediately fucked by a dragon.
What's this wormling doing in my terrain?
Okay, cool. So yeah, like, so how do we do the dynamic of me actually trying to harvest it? I can't remember.
Well, I mean, if you found it, you've got it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
So,
Do you have the description of it? Can you?
yeah. So it's
when you find it, this is what you discover.
okay. So it's a plant that slowly paralyzes an opponent.
Oh no, there's like a physical description of it.
Oh.
Further down.
Further down.
There's
is
like
it?
a block. Further.
Further.
Here we
Oh,
are.
there we go. Often referred to as the grey restraints among the nobles of the world, this dark grey vine is only rarely found atop the highest peaks of mountainous regions. It is fabled that this vine is a gift from the gods as a way to test humanity, often sold for outrageous sums of gold. Basilisk's breath can attract unwanted attention to those trying to sell it for profit.
Wow.
Enoch's ears are pricked up.
Is it one of those? See, you've read about this in your book, and you're like, I want that.
Yeah, that's literally all it is so far. Cool.
Okay, nice. So you've managed to acquire this stuff. You find that as you reach down and begin harvesting it, you know, even after having read through the book and everything, you find that as you're handling it, your like fingers are rapidly becoming quite numb, and you're having to like remove it as carefully as possible and like use your cloak to hold it and that sort of
I'd
thing.
like put my leather gloves on and stuff. And as soon as I feel that shit's starting to happen to my hand, I'll then put gloves on and then try and handle it a bit more carefully.
And as you carefully remove as much as you feel comfortable, not wanting to completely destroy such a rare plant. And so you take a few leaves and perhaps a flower head and from this vine, and pop it in your alchemy pouch. Nice. So you've got that stuff now.
There you go.
That was easy.
See, 97%.
Yeah.
Lucky. What does it say?
It says 97.
I used them all. Okay, go on.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, you guys continue along on your journey. Days and nights trying to keep yourself, close to cliff walls, not wanting to make obvious silhouettes for any potential dangers around. You continue to make your way through the mountains. Occasionally in the night you'll hear the roar of a loud beast. It could be a dragon or some other nefarious being that lives in the mountains. After a little while,
Enoch slowly starts to become a little bit more grumpy at the lack of, tavern, bar, wenches.
Surprised you didn't lead with that.
A lack of a tavern, like a nice hot meal. So he's, maybe starting to get a little bit more grumbly, just about like, oh guys, Wasn't finding Aurenthor enough adventuring for the month.
I warned you, Enoch, it's not all fun and games.
Are you suffering not winding people up?
Not at all. Just suffering the absence of a strong hearth and a nice flagon of mead.
And a fine bosom.
We make our way through this, I'll buy you both, okay?
Fucking hell, I'll hold you to that tight.
I know you will.
You make your way into this clearing where the land kind of plateaus slightly, and even just seeing this is, after having spent the past few days being quite on edge, you feel a little bit uncomfortable about being in such an exposed spot. But nonetheless, following Aurenthor's guidance, you make your way over to what appears to be quite an unassuming, discreet entrance to a fairly normal-looking cave. And you begin this long journey in the dark. I mean, all of you can see except for Tide now. So maybe there's you have the lantern just dim enough to be able to see where you're going, but not enough to. Yeah, I'll say that your cosplay is like maybe like a dull glow, and you're kind of you know.
Oh, can I do that?
Well, we
say
did use it. We did use it as a source of light when we were
Yeah,
in
but it
that.
was really
But it's really bright.
It like blinded her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll say it's got a little dial on it. Or we'll just say it can either be really bright or like a bit bright.
Okay.
It's got
Great.
two
It's
sets.
a binary setting.
Yeah. Just because I really like the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also, like, after getting these dark vision goggles as well, I gift my lantern of the glowing gem to you as well,
brilliant.
as a source
Okay,
of
so-
light.
Covered in lights.
Oh,
An angel walking down. You know, Mr. Burns comes out of the woods. Yeah, the going is fairly tough for a place described as a cabin of gates. You'd expect it to be a little bit more well worn, but clearly this entrance is one of the more less travelled ones.
Staff entrance.
Sorry.
Staff entrance.
Yeah. Yeah. After sort of, most of you are awkwardly slipping your way through this terrain, Elictu and Dorwin being right at home, they're probably more stumbly outside of these situations, I imagine. So you guys are just loving life, going through this little cave. You find that the
Fuck you.
the cave kind of bends round in different directions, and there's various maze-like options to travel along, and a lot of the time Aurenthor just basically explains to you that it may be a longer route, but we're going to end up where we need to go. So don't just follow your gut basically. Every once in a while you get these areas where a lot of the time associated with streams and groundwater that have created more natural open caves, and they're spots to relax and have some food. And I'd say that on the way under Aurenthor's guidance is where you probably would have been trying to like hunt and forage as much as you can on the way down, because although there is food down here, it's a little bit more risky to forage, obviously, mushrooms and whatnot. Yeah, after another full day, 2 days of travel, you begin to notice dotted around these small red glowing mushrooms. There's occasionally ones of other colours too, but there begins to become a bit of a red glow in the cave. Bit of a red glow. Yeah. As your
You'll see.
Wait, what?
You'll see. In a minute.
Sorry,
Any
so- yeah,
second
so-
now.
yeah. So you can, as you continue.
Would it be something that I one of these
Do you have that installed just for this moment?
these red glowing mushrooms? Is there any chance that I could try and would I recognise one in my kit or?
No, they seem very endemic to this area.
Okay.
They'd be specifically associated with this cave.
Bella looks
I'd say, in fact, can you give me a nature check, please? Ah, he's in the tree.
18.
18, okay. So I would say that as you go through the process, perhaps at some point, once you guys have stopped off somewhere, you go through a process of examining one of these mushrooms, and you find that it doesn't even, although at a glance, it has a very typical structure of a normal mushroom. Once you look more at its features, a lot of them seem to be kind of like lacking gills, and they have quite an unusual texture. They seem, they almost seem like they're not familiar to you with anything that you found on the material plane before. They've got quite an eerie unusualness about them, which is strange for you because you would have, whenever you find something new, you can normally associate it with other things that you found, and so this is quite strange for you to experience.
Okay.
What does Thrasher make of the mushrooms?
Thrasher's gobbling them up.
Thrasher's gobbling them up.
Yeah, he's like.
Alright, okay.
He's chilling. He's good.
He seems alright so far.
Sweet.
Maybe you try and pull him away from it, go Thrasher, but he's a pig.
Okay, so seeing Thrasher munching some, I'm gonna harvest can I say make an attempt to harvest 3 of them?
Sure, yeah. Go on, give me a survival, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
I don't even bother, you can take 3 mushrooms,
Yeah.
they're everywhere.
Yeah, cool.
So one of the things you notice is after about 6 or 7 hours after having picked them, they begin to their bioluminescence begins to fade slightly.
Okay.
Yeah.
The stream now looks like we're about to sacrifice someone.
Where's time Typhlos suddenly appears? Level 20.
Covered in mushrooms, like switch deity.
You've eaten my mushrooms.
Immediately just kills Thrasher.
We look on the stream. It looks like we're in like a weird 1970s prison experiment or something. That's funny. Nice. Okay. After this time traveling, you find that the cave slowly begins to open up into a much wider area, and before long you're just looking upon this very large, expansive cavern, glowing mushrooms kind of as far as the eye can see. And as you continue traveling further, you begin to notice that in the areas there's actually quite distinct paths where mushrooms are not growing basically, and underneath is sort of just dirt and hard stone. As you continue, the ceiling eventually becomes so high that you can barely see it, other than the occasional luminescent gem or mushroom. And as you continue, they're getting further and further away. And before long, you realise that this first large, expansive area you came across is just dwarfed. Once you've continued travelling down these paths. And after a full day's travel, you can now sort of see around this bend into the true expanse of the cavern, and you see that far in the distance there's mushrooms which are growing, double, triple the size of houses, there's just this endless expanse of unusual terrain that you can see from a slight vantage point.
I'm picturing Blackreach in Skyrim, but glowing red instead.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Is it only the
Probably
red?
more mushroom, a lot more.
More mushroomy
Yeah.
than Blackreach.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Is it only the red ones that are growing to that size?
Yeah, mostly. You do occasionally see these. There's lots of different tones of red, but you do also see occasionally ones of different colours. Subtle blues and purples. But
Thrasher's eating a lot.
Thrasher's a bit full, I think. His belly's glowing like ET. So you've now been, after a couple of rests, I'll say that you set up for one day before fully progressing into the grand expanse of this area. You have a moment to chill. Feel free to say anything to each other if you want to. Also, a bit of DM advice. It'd be worth for this place. One of the characters being a dedicated map drawer. We can make certain checks to help you remember your path and that kind of thing. And I can give you little snippets of drawn map.
do that.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that, seeing as we're in caves now. That's
Makes sense.
my bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I should do that.
Here,
Only one with a pen and paper.
what's up with these mushrooms, eh?
Dunno, eat one.
Well, Thrasher seems to have loved it so far. Can't be that bad if he's all right.
Yes, try it. Tell me what it tastes like.
Well, maybe if they were cooked in some better way than raw. Maybe you, as a Dragonborn, was accustomed to raw food more.
Oh,
You love it then.
Actually, you know what? In a playful attempt to just wind me up a little bit, I'll take one of them out of my pack and I'll just munch it down. What's it taste like?
Sure. So you find that as soon as you start chewing it, it sort of very, very quickly just turns into almost liquid in your mouth.
Tasty liquid.
Not really. It's like
Raw mushroom.
You're not getting like any. It's not making you feel like you've been poisoned or anything, but you don't feel like you're exactly getting much nutritional value out of them either.
I'm not benefiting from it in any way.
Not really. It's not a very pleasant experience, and you find that afterwards it feels like your whole tongue and mouth is just coated with this sort of slight tingly, like slight slimy tingle.
And is that like my constitution as a dragonborn? Would it maybe have like dulled the effect at all by me eating it? Like, well, I don't know.
Well, there aren't really any effects.
Oh, okay, okay, fine.
I'm gonna see like not to be outdone by Gesh. I'm gonna just
pick a bigger one.
Pick a bigger mushroom, like one of the really, really big ones. It's about fist size, and I'm gonna make it look like I've eaten it, but I'm just gonna palm it into my
Sure, go into a sleight of hand.
Fucking plus 11.
26.
26, nice. So it looks like you just scrammed like this whole mushroom basically.
I really enjoyed it, and I'm going like, oh, that was bloody delicious. That was.
Yes. Can I like try and blag that I enjoyed it as well? So
Yeah,
so like do like a deception. Or
Yeah, well, say something first.
Yes, it rather was enjoyable, wasn't it?
I'll pipe up and say,
Good, aren't they?
having scrammed loads on the way in. I love eating mushrooms. No deception needed.
No.
Honestly, no.
For the sake of experimentation, can we try holding fire to these things?
Picked up my D20.
No. So you get a little fire going, and then you find that as you hold it
17.
like near the fire, very quickly its bioluminescence just seems to fade, and you're kind of left with this quite slimy brown mushroom.
Okay. You're not. You love these, right?
I'm full, but I guess I'll have another one. They are so good after all, aren't they, Gesh? And I can palm another one into my cloak.
Okay. Well.
Why are we all trying to like the mushrooms?
Weird flex.
Oh,
It's like the magical mystery pies.
what a time to roll a nat 20.
Oh, the waste.
Half-big of mushroom.
You literally just scoffing them on the way.
No, I just like put them in there. Oh, they're so good, aren't they?
You're just like a really
glowing.
Just a really lame dove magician with just hundreds of mushrooms just pour out to the floor.
The rest of the trip is like Andy Dufresne just went.
You find that evening, as all the ordinary folk are tucking into their rations, and you two are trying to show each other up as many mushrooms as possible.
Gesh just actually eating.
Like constantly trying to save face, like, oh, they're great. Oh.
So that same evening,
Those bitter animosity just growing in me more and more from eating these mushrooms.
as you're sort of
You
sat
love
in the tiny hut enjoying like a warm tea and some
Mushroom tea.
Elixir, you suddenly notice that Thrasher just kind of like hops up and just like very quickly runs outside and just immediately just starts diarrheaing everywhere. and then about half an hour later, Gesh, you feel a bit of a rumble in your stomach. Darwin's alright.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate.
Dino's made
Yeah,
a stern of stuff.
that's what it's for. And Gesh, you're suddenly like, oh god, you're not sure if you need to puke or shit, but you need to do something. Give me a constitution save.
Okay, where are we? 10?
10 total?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you run outside and you're I'll say with a 10 constitution, you're just quick enough to drop your breeches. Before spraying shit all over the cabin floor. A lot of these glowing mushrooms painted brown.
And Enoch sees the whole thing.
Yeah, Enoch's like, oh, I feel alright. Yeah.
At this point, just opens his coat and drops it.
Yeah. Maybe you would reveal to them that you've not.
Yeah. As he like runs out, I like just pull out the mushrooms and put them on the floor. Wait.
Yeah.
finding this so hilarious, I use prestidigitation to soil your breaches anyway.
Guess the name comes back. He's like, I thought I cleared the glove.
I'm literally there, literally just naked from the waist down, and I like make an attempt to like warm some water and like wash my breeches.
Oh, bless.
All the while feeling queasy as hell.
No one helping him? Alright, okay. I'll
Everyone's laughing at me.
Oh, yeah, I cast Lesser Restoration.
Sure, fine. Yeah, this spell gets cast on you and you find yourself, your stomach settles.
Does it clean my breeches?
No, there's one person who can magically, but I don't think he wants to.
Every time he cleans them, we just soil.
Oh, it's
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Nice, okay, cool.
One day I'll find an actual useful use for this spell. As opposed to making my friends shit themselves.
So, the following day, you get up, get your shit together, have a bite to eat, and continue the journey, hoping to come in and find some sort of clue about where you might be able to find this chap.
I can't resist going just like, are you okay, Gesh? You really had us worried last night.
I'm just not interacting with Enoch at all now. Because I've put 2 and 2 together and seen that there's a big pile of mushrooms.
No.
No, he's too sneaky.
No. Like say, okay, fine. What? Even after I've shit myself and got everything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine.
Also, he hasn't shit himself.
Yeah.
He's been scoffing them all day.
Maybe little people.
I know, but
I don't know.
You know,
that.
He doesn't know why he's not shitting himself.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
I
as far as you're concerned,
could have
he's just
fucking
got-
loved
he's
it.
got a tough stomach.
As far as he's concerned, I fucking loved the mushrooms. I had like 100.
Well, clearly they don't agree with me, so here, take mine.
Oh, thanks very much, Gesh. I'll be sure to make good use of them.
Yes, you spend a little while travelling along. It's kind of an unusual light where anywhere beyond the mushrooms is just complete darkness, basically. So their glow doesn't extend massively far, but there's just so many of them that you're able to see the way. Those of you, I'll say that the let me look at. Yeah, I'll say that I guess based on passive perceptions, guess you probably spot there's a small clearing over one direction, and you can see what looks like a very, very fine.
Would Dorwin not be sort of scouting, sort of thing? I thought that's what did we not agree that you'd be sort of
Making a map.
navigating and reading the map and navigating?
Drawing a map.
Oh, you're drawing
as we
it.
go.
Oh,
Where we
okay.
going, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Right.
I seeing the door.
What door?
You said there was a door.
No,
a clearing.
Yeah,
A clearing. Sorry.
I'll explain and what you see. Just the other stuff. Yeah, you see just in the distance. There's quite a very finely crafted wagon that, from where you can see, once you maybe draw the other's attention to it, if you would, that one of the wheels has fallen off. There's a lot of humanoid shapes over there. Some of them are slightly smaller and some of them are a bit taller. You can't quite make out exactly, what they are. Yeah, there seems to be, from where you can see, like people discussing angrily, but you're quite far away.
Okay.
Moving shapes.
Yeah, they're discussing like humanoid shapes. Yeah.
Sure.
There's quite.
And
a
is
lot.
it just one massive clearing? One massive cavern?
It's kind of like where you guys are. You're walking along a path which is slightly lower, and then there's sort of either side of you. There's a very gentle incline.
Sure.
And basically about maybe 700, 800 meters away or so, there's a clearing with kind of a dull silhouette of these shapes, which Gesh has seen with good passive perception, but you'd all be able to see once your attention was drawn to it. It's not like it's super hard to spot. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, fine.
Odd place for a wagon. Don't you think?
Could I make out
Mushroom
roughly how many people humanoid shapes there are?
Yeah. So there seems to be about 4 sort of regular sized people with quite human looking shapes, and then there's a lot of smaller semi-humanoid, slightly bestial shapes.
Okay.
There's probably about 15 or 20 of them.
Okay, cool. Well, so
Some
I'll
milling
just
around.
basically turn to everybody and say, some aggressive movement ahead. We must proceed with caution.
Odd place for a wagon.
Mushroom farmers?
Yeah, maybe they are mushroom farmers. They seem to be pretty valuable.
Cooking up a brew which I won't be drinking.
Can any of us detect anything beyond our sight?
Do a perception check. Oh, like magic.
I know magic, I'll do a little
How far
perception
do
check.
mine detect magic work? It's like
Only 30
or
feet,
something.
yeah.
How far away? They're quite
About
far.
700 metres.
So just go 7 meters and that's what you find.
What kind of creatures were by the wagon stone?
So humanoid looking things, but then also a bunch of more sort of beastie looking humans, which are like small, lots
how
more
big
Beastie looking humans.
humanoid.
Oh,
And,
still
and,
human.
and how many total?
So
Like, we can't really see exactly, but
there's about 4 regular looking
Yeah.
things with very human forms,
Hmm.
and then there's about 20 or so, 15 or 20 of these kind of smaller things which are like hunched over. You can't really make out their full things. They look to have quite long front limbs, but that's about it.
And are they're still walking on 2 feet, or are they? Using
Yeah, a bit of both. Kind of, yeah.
My favourite terrain thing's gone. It's obviously D&D 1 has updated that, isn't it?
No, D&D one's not out yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe Tracy's just being an idiot then.
That'd be weird.
I'd say, here, Dorwin, why don't me and you sneak on up, have a mosey, see what the crack is.
Sure, I'll see if I recognise what they might be up to. I've done a lot of work in the caves. I might recognise the tools.
Sure.
Sure thing. Guys, me and Dorwin will head over and see if we can't learn a bit more about this mysterious wagon. Hang back, but maybe sneak up a little bit so that if things get hairy, we can act fast. Let's leave nothing to chance, boys.
Sounds good.
I'll be circling in the air.
Yeah.
Well, it's a fucking
It's
heavy
gonna
cavern,
draw
isn't
loads
it?
of
Well,
attention.
could I try and stay sort of to one side and maybe... Actually, no, that's a fair point. Yeah, I'm just going to like, go like breathing fire and just like try and...
Starts destroying all the mushrooms.
How lit is the cave?
Fucking lit.
It's kind of like anywhere there's mushrooms, there's a glow which extends maybe 15, 20 feet
So
or
you
so.
could potentially like with your spider boots, like crawl around the edge, like it's not lit all the way to the walls everywhere. It's quite dark. Like
Yeah, you
stop.
could, but these guys, where this clearing is, the edge of the cave is like,
That was
2
huge.
kilometers away or
Ah,
something.
okay, so that's
yeah.
Right,
So,
fine,
yeah.
go back then.
And how tall is the cave?
You can't see how tall
Oh,
it is.
okay.
Yeah. You can occasionally see little glowing bits, but you're not sure if it's massive things far
Sure.
away or smaller
Yep,
things
yep.
closer.
Cool. I think we'll start a slow approach and you two do your thing.
Sure.
Okay.
So you're stealthing, and are you invisible or are you using stealth?
I'll just stealth for now.
Sure.
Is this terrain rocky at all?
I'd say so. Yeah.
Sure.
Under between the mushrooms.
Not
things,
anything
yeah,
rocks
yeah.
then. Do you want me to make a stealth check?
I'm
Yes,
like
please, yeah.
commando
You got
crawling
advantage,
through the
yeah.
mushrooms, like using the...
Yeah. Nice.
Should we all make stealth checks? Even though they are
Top.
going ahead, we're still going to obviously try and stay hidden.
Well,
Or
I'm
it's
saying
two
I'm probably
separate
going to say
parties
you're
that get
not
something.
going to be going close enough to
Okay, cool.
be
I rolled
potential.
a
It's
four.
just be annoying if I was
With
like,
a
Oof.
I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Brutal.
I got 23.
okay, nice. So you're nice and stealthy. As you're like skulking along, you're kind of getting frustrated because Dorwin's like tripping over mushrooms and
He
stuff.
can't stop eating them as he passes.
Dorwin, stop eating the bloody cover. Homer style.
There's just one mushroom left.
It's literally just like it's literally just like Pac-Man going through the mushrooms. So yeah, as you begin to get a bit closer, I'd say that maybe you getting frustrated with Dorwin kind of like distance yourself a bit, like politely but awkwardly, like scout off a little bit. And as you begin approaching Dorwin, you suddenly just find yourself like, as you're like kind of like moving mushrooms out the way and stuff, you just kind of suddenly find yourself like kind of kicking your way into the clearing.
And meanwhile, Enoch is somewhere off.
And I say, wait, Dorwin, hold up! You're going way too deep behind enemy lines.
Just as you say that, he kind of like stumbles into the clearing, and you're suddenly like, oh. And as you do, just everything has just turned and is looking straight at you. Now you're this close, you see that the 4 normal humanoids are all drow. And all of the other creatures that you see, you recognise them. They're called quaggoths. They're these beasts that are often used by. Feel free to Google what they look like. They look a bit shapes.
Enough for me.
Drow elves,
And
right?
Sorry,
Drow
Spider
elves.
elves.
Is it gnomes that really hate drow?
they're scared of drow.
Yeah.
But you maybe had your worries quelled a little bit with Vinar, but there's still some.
Still, I don't like them.
No, for sure, yeah.
How am I
And
spelling?
Vinar was a bit of an anomaly.
How are they
as well.
spelled? How's it spelled?
Quaggoth. That's phonetic.
Q-U-A-G-G-O-T-H.
Please go again.
Q-U-A-G-G-O-T-H.
And how do you spell drow?
D-R-O-W.
Thank you.
You fucking hell, mate.
Yeah, so.
And there's like 15 of these.
Yeah, about 20 now that you're closer. So they're typically kind of used.
How big are they? Sorry.
They're like, they'd be like up to your belly.
Up to my belly. So they're like 2 foot.
Fucking look at that. Look at that. It's fucking sick. Look at that.
3 foot, so yeah. 3 or 4
Scary
3 or 4
boy.
foot, I'd say.
Okay, so I'm 3 foot.
Yeah, they're taller than you, yeah.
So they're not up to my belly?
No, you as Will.
Oh.
For fuck's sake.
Well, you're not over there, are you?
Okay.
Yeah, so you know that they're just used by drow as sort of slaves and as, they'll use them for various things. In this instance, to pull a wagon. And as you approach, you see that there's 3 of these. There's a couple of these drow. You see that there's 3 of them are donned in very, very fine armour indeed, and they've got these very beautiful swords at their hips. They're all kind of discussing with this one individual, which seems to be a bit more of a leader. They're wearing slightly more subtle clothes, but still very, very beautiful. They're in this full robe, and this female drow.
The leader.
It looks like a leader.
Looks like a leader, yeah.
Is holding this long, kind of like perfectly straight metal staff, and at the end of it, there's a sort of sigil of a spider, which has its legs curled in, clutching a purple gem. This person is in very beautiful robes that are covered in various, what do you call it? Like embellishments, yeah. Embroidered like patterns. They're all wearing sort of dull grey and silver and purples, those kind of colours. The second you step in, you see this main one kind of like looks over with the sort of typical emotionless drow glare. She's got quite piercing red eyes, and you see that the other ones turn to look at you as well. All of the quaggoths are kind of looking, some of them snarling slightly. And she just says, "Who goes there?"
Hail, elves. How fare thee?
Nice.
She says, "It's not often. It's not often that the Sphenopheblin join us in the Red Spore Caverns. Step closer." You're rather brave. It's said that your folk fear us deeply.
Yes, well, I've spent a lot of time exploring these caves. I've come across your kind before and yet to have a bad experience. I find you have been given a unfair
Reputation?
What's the thing where you like think something about someone?
Stigma.
Yeah.
Stereotype.
unfair stereotype.
As well, I'm sure that myself, I'd say that's certainly true for folk like me. However, my companions here and many other of us would not likely be so kind. It seems you've had fortunate encounters.
So
Yes,
as they're talking to Dorwin, I'm going to start sneaking around the outskirts of the clear. Well, like still behind from the clearing, seeing if I can get closer to the wagon.
Sure. Okay. As you find that
as you take a step at one point, you see the woman just says, "Draw your swords!" to the other ones. They pull their swords out, and she just says, "Someone else is here. Do you have friends?"
I'll look around like this.
Who is it?
Make a deception check. 19. You see she looks at you incredibly slyly and just says, "I've got my eye on you." She says, "Guards, go and search around the wagon." And they begin going and have a search around. I have them make an active perception check, contested. But what did you get on your stealth earlier?
23.
23. So no, they're not able to find you.
Can the three of us make a point of moving to within like about 100 feet of them? Would they? Like,
Yeah, I
while
mean, do
this
you think that's what you'd be doing?
Yeah, to make sure that we're keeping an eye on them.
We need to protect.
I
We
would,
need to
I
protect
would
them.
maybe cast.
You should say I'm good.
Yeah.
I can get out of here fine.
No,
Okay.
I know. Yeah. That's,
Just to these guys.
Yeah. Well,
so
Well, maybe.
I'm going to make a point of casting psychic whispers. So with
Hey.
Hi.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
We're only in a
It's like
cave.
some dystopian nightmare. Are you on the internet?
Yeah.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Doing all right. Yeah.
Are we okay?
Is yours not?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me.
Your mother said.
Yeah, it wasn't working earlier, but the plus net is fine.
Right. Okay. So there's no point in turning it off and turning it on again.
Yeah, is it Rat Barn that isn't working?
It's the Ethernet cable. Well, it's the.
Are you wanting to watch something or something?
Yeah, but it's not buffering. It's just not working.
Right.
Okay.
Not even a slow connection. Just.
But if it's working here, it's working there, and it should have enough bandwidth to cope.
we're not really downloading anything, so we
Yeah.
shouldn't necessarily.
I've got the stream up. I can close that though.
Anyway,
Should be done.
Let us.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know.
shall I be the old crow?
Very useful actually. Be a drought.
Yeah.
Don't you want
so Gesh.
Psychic whispers.
I'd be happy to say you maybe did it before, like, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So,
go on.
As you see Dorwin having this interaction, you
Yeah,
then.
I'm going to be just relaying back. So Gesh is going to hear sort of the.
This is the first time you've ever done this to me. as well.
Yeah. So I'm explaining, what it feels like. So for you, Gesh, it feels like this kind of sort of quite sort of. You're not scared by the presence because it's quite a sort of a light-hearted, but quite sort of tricksy and playful like presence feeling in your mind. And you sort of, it's a bit disconcerting at first having, your mind sort of like, inhabited and penetrated by another soul.
And also it is Enoch as well. So that's going to add a flavour to it that's going to be a little bit invasive.
And I can't resist fucking with you. I can't resist fucking with you for the first 30 seconds. So I'm going to say, Gesh, it's Aurenthor. How are you doing?
And I'm like totally. Can you roll some kind of deception to try and flag that? And because that's so massive. 19.
Go. Really convincing Aurenthor voice.
Okay.
Cool, because it's in the mind. It doesn't have to rely on accents and stuff like that. So I'm like, Gesh, it's Aurenthor. How's it going?
And I stop and I'm like, and I frantically scrabble to get the gem out, and I hold the gem and I'm like, Aurenthor? Looking at the gem. What is it? Totally sold, yeah.
And I go, nah, mate, just kidding. It's Enoch.
And I can I communicate back with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I go like this. I'm like, get out of my head, and I say it out loud because I've never had it before. I actually want to role play that I'm so alarmed that I actually exclaim aloud because I'm not expecting it, and it's never happened before.
800 meters away.
No, we're
Oh,
not.
yeah, they
though.
are.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you're now saying that just to not give away
Yeah,
our
that's what I'm
stuff.
saying. We're 800
Nice.
meters away.
What? So we just
didn't move
but
any
di-
closer.
But I thought you just said
Is
that we
anyone else
wanted
got
to
a
move
drink?
with them
So,
today.
yeah,
Yeah,
they were like,
fine.
no.
Oh, so
They were like,
okay,
So
fine.
we are almost a kilometre away.
Sorry.
Anyone else want a drink? Sorry.
If could I have another beer?
Another
It's
beer?
okay. I feel bad.
You know,
But,
beer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they
Thank
all
you.
beers?
Yeah.
I'll take a beer if you've got enough.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm like, well, get out of my head, Enoch. What is this?
Don't worry, mate. There's just more to me than the seen eye from the mortal plane.
Oh, great. There's more of you to deal with.
Yes. Feel my psionic girth.
Okay, so we just role played, right? That even though we're well back.
Yeah.
Enoch penetrated my mind with psychic. What's it called?
Whispers.
Psychic whispers. And it having happened to me for the first time, I like shouted out loud.
No. So I, as I said to him, I was like, I made my voice sound like Aurenthor, and I was like, "Hello, Gesh, it's Aurenthor. How's
And
it
he rolled a
going?"
deception check, and it rolled quite high, so we went with it. And I got the gem out and was like, Aurenthor? What's going on? Like that. But then yeah, go on, tell him.
Then I was like, "Oh no, it's only Enoch."
Thank you very much.
And he sort of explained like, "Oh, get out of my head."
But I said it out loud because I'm not used to it ever happening before. So would that have, even though we're well far away,
They started creeping forwards when they were like 700 meters away. But
so
they
we're
haven't,
still at
so
half a
they're
kilometre
fucking
back at
Miles
least.
away.
Yeah.
So
Would
I'm
there have been
saying,
anything in our vicinity that might have heard me, like literally shouting aloud?
probably
Not
wouldn't shout.
necessarily.
Well, no, I might have been like, ugh. You know, I wouldn't have screamed, but I would have sort of.
I'll tell you what.
Explained.
Because those guards are like and they're like searching for something. I'm gonna do a perception and see if they hear anything.
What, from half a kilometre away?
Well, no, I was just imagining you were closer, but
I know,
it's
yeah,
gonna-
we're
it's
still
gonna be
about
based
half
on-
a K away.
Yeah, but it's going to be based on the roll. Like you might have happened when you were closer.
Oh,
You don't know
oh.
how far away you are.
Okay,
I
fine.
thought we weren't going closer though. I thought that was the whole point.
Well, he said he wanted to get within 100 feet.
No.
But
But
then
then
he
he
said-
said,
That's
then
what I
he
said,
said-
and
But then this is why he said let's go 100 feet, and then he said no, I'm psychic whispers, and we're about to do something
Oh,
with
fine.
that before.
Yeah.
Well, okay, sure.
So
Okay.
we are well back.
We're still 700-800
Oh, fine.
meters away.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so I'm saying, so I say after the sort of after I fuck the Gash, I say, Dorwin is conversing with the Drow. Looks like 4 big boys and a couple more minions. Look like they can handle themselves in a fight. They seem twitchy, but they seem well-meaning to Dorwin anyway at first glance.
Would Enoch know what Korgoths are?
No, not likely.
No. Okay.
Possibly.
Okay.
I've just said
You just
four-
say there's
four-
like fucking minions and
yeah,
shit.
four. But I probably from like how well armored and how the Drow clearly seem in charge.
Yeah.
Even if I have no idea what
I
these.
think
But
it's
just-
totally good.
Yeah.
Just
even
whether
though
you
I
were
know-
communicating that they were Korgoths or
No.
whatever.
I recognise the Drow, but
Yeah.
not the not the
Fine.
minions.
How far can you all psionic thing go?
Up to 3 miles.
Fuck.
Sick.
Jeez.
Cool. Okay. So what are we to do? Jokes aside, what are we to do?
So I say, let's continue to hang back. Let's see if Dorwin can work that silver tongue of his, and talk his way out of this situation. Knowing old Dorwin, he's probably got a few more tricks up that sleeve, up those wizarding robes. Last thing he needs is us to blunder in, and axes and arrows flying to inflame an already tense situation.
Shall we wait for a call for a minute?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, well, obviously you won't hear it, but Bahamut with you, Dorwin. Good luck. Obviously, you don't hear it, but it's just me saying it. It's like trying to, bless him in a way.
You a follower of Bahamut now?
Becoming through spending time with Runebraid and not wanting to be in the tavern in Balkim that I've seen the light. Started to see the light.
Also, you're doing a quest directly for him.
Everyone else is just
I
like,
still don't believe it.
Yeah, coincidence. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is the gods in this world kind of like they, you know, everybody's kind of knows and accepts they exist, but a lot of people will choose just not to revere them. You know,
Sure.
like that's the equivalent of atheism. Like they're sort of, I guess to the common person, they are. You could deny them.
Imagine if God was real and you're like, no, I don't really like it.
are either of you two religious? Are either Dorwin or Elictu religious?
No.
Dorwin
I'm,
is-
I'm a bit, yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know. It's not something I've really
You've not
considered.
cast any thought to? No.
No.
I follow
Do demons sound like
Segojan
gods?
Earthcaller.
Who? What do
You
you?
might.
Segojan Earthcaller.
Oh, cool. Fair.
Who dat?
Who
One
that?
of the dwarven gods.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not. The main gnome god for all the gnomes. I think you personally would follow this guy. Yeah, it says check go on.
Garglitter.
Yeah. Garglitter Gold is he's kind of like you know, he loves gems and trickery and stuff.
This cost me a tenner
but
in
he's
our
quite like
agent.
positive and happy and stuff. Probably maybe not your
They don't
vibe.
sell them. They
But
keep
there's
them
other
under the
ones.
counter
Like
as
the
well.
one he
They
follows
don't.
is quite like naturey and stony. But then there's also there is like an evil god as well, which you might have
Let's
like
go.
attached to it. But he's called.
Let's go.
Let me see if I can find what it's called. There's there's like one which all the gnome pantheon are scared of, because all the gnomish deities are like either neutral or kind of chill. Erdlin. Yeah, he's like the devourer or the eater or
It's like
something.
Satan. So,
I don't know.
Is that
He's
your
a giant
or psionic
mold.
power? Is
Oh.
What a
lame.
Did
They sort out.
Did
They sort out the.
Yeah, so it was their box thing, not the
Okay.
and apparently he like skulks around and snatches
Oh,
kids.
I found one that's good for you, Will. We've got here Flandel Steel Skin. He's the gnomish god of mines and excellent craftsmanship. So maybe in your family that would have been the one.
Yeah. What's the name?
Flandel Steel Skin. Here's a cool drawing of it.
Let's have a look.
Might be quite a cool thing to embroid on a piece of,
that's pretty cool.
on a ring or a piece of armor. Vikings, artisans and craftsmen of all kinds. Yeah. Oh yeah, look, there's his sigil.
Oh, cool. All right, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yes. So as we were, one of the things you notice as you're talking to so I'd say from your perspective, you suddenly see that a couple of the guards, like two of them go either side of the wagon, like defending it, and then one of the others is going through and like cutting down mushrooms like in different areas, trying to like see if they can find anyone. This sort of mage person seems to be fairly undisturbed. One of the things you notice as your eyes kind of flick around as you're chatting to this person, you see that the wagon which is there is kind of like cropped down to one side, and two of the wheels are like broken and have fallen off. But then kind of scattered around the place, there's like 6 or 7 more wheels just like on the floor. Yes. So what was the last thing that you? Oh yeah, she said something else. So she says you're certain that she says would you really be travelling alone through such hostile territory?
Oh, not by choice, no. I've seemed to become separated from my known paths and all any kin that were with me.
She says, well, either way, someone else is definitely here. What business do you have approaching this place?
Honestly, no business. I'm just trying to find my way home. This was purely chance. Believe me, I would have ideally liked to have kept to myself, but here we are. I'm sorry for disturbing you.
And where is home?
Oh, I come from Bridgenstone.
I've not heard of Bridgenstone. Where is this place?
Not far. I don't think far. Around the Deep Waste. It's an area near here, I'm pretty sure. We were told not to come to the what's this place called again? We were told not to come to the Spore Caverns, but curiosity and all that. But now I see why they say.
As I see. Well, would you be so kind as to lend a hand?
Yes, by all means. What can I help you with?
Well, to begin with, can you handle yourself in a fight, little one?
Enough to keep myself alive. Probably not against you.
As well, we need to find this person, whoever they are. And although I don't entirely trust you, your story seems fair enough. Help my guards find this individual. If you have such luck, then perhaps I may find more use of you.
Well, I've spent a lot of time here now. I know this area pretty well, much to my dismay. Who's the fellow you're after?
I'm not sure. I have sort of looking at you, and I mean, are you, based on like how you carry your objects and stuff, are you like noticeably magical? Like, would a wizard be like, oh, he's probably a wizard?
I've got like a weird old book which I sort of carry, but it doesn't like look super ornate, and I've got like, you know, I don't think I've picked up any robes beyond. Are your robes not like sort of embroidered or embellished in any way?
I'll have her make an insight check and see how she does. Oh, nat 20.
Oh,
insight. So she's gonna suss out that you're a wizard, and say, as you're walking off, she just says, "How long have you been practicing the arcane arts?"
Oh, for a while. Since I was young.
And in what have you specialised in a particular school?
Yes, I can. I enjoy tricking the mind.
I enjoy lying to random
mainly to entertain my cohort, but sometimes it comes in useful.
She says, "I think I will search alongside you," and begins walking with you. She says, I am originally from the Underdark. I was classically trained in conjuration magic.
Something I've not encountered much of.
No, it can be quite powerful when you need it to. However, as you can see in this instance, it's not doing me too well. She kind of gestures at the many, many wheels. She says, if you happen to have any magics that may aid us in lifting this wagon, I would be much appreciative.
Let me think.
You could literally begin flicking through your spellbook.
Yeah. Lifting the wagon.
Yeah.
I have one spell that might be able to help. I can reduce the weight of the wagon to 1/8 its original weight, if that would be of any use.
Oh, why certainly. That would be of much use. Now, travel with me, and as she's walking, you hear that as she's like the staff that she's carrying, each time it kind of lands on the floor, it makes quite a heavy thud. She begins she's going to start searching around with you, and then do you want to do she's going to try and search for somebody, and you're stealth is 23, you're still hidden, you're all good.
I'll ask, how do you know what you're looking for?
She says, do you know of the spell alarm?
Yes, I've read about it, but not yet had the time to learn it.
She says, well, I'm quite proficient in the spell, and I'd set up several defences to alert me should anyone approach.
Is Enoch within earshot of this?
I'd say you can hear something. Do a perception. I mean, Dorwin could be waylaying this info anyway.
Oh, fair.
No, I can add it. 15.
15. Okay, I'd say that you're hearing words here and there, but maybe not getting the full picture. Maybe you ask Dorwin to fill in any blanks and stuff.
Are you psychically talking to me?
I can talk to you. Yeah, I might even ask you. Hey, Dorwin, you reckon you can make me invisible? Might want to go and have a look inside that wagon. Make sure they're not lying to us about anything.
Yeah, sure. Just come within touching range, and I'll make you invisible, mate.
Just your voice, but whatever. That just happens when you're psychically talking. Yeah. So they continue to search around for a bit with no luck, and says,
so just he had alarms go off, and so we're looking for something that's up.
But in her head, right? It wasn't alarm.
No, yeah, she would have, doing something. I think you can. I think you can get it to make a physical noise, like a bell ringing, but I think you can also just have it trigger in yourself.
And she's obviously chosen to keep it to herself, yeah.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the way anyway. You're saying the spell. So I'd say maybe after like 20 minutes of searching or so, she says, "Well, I don't think I'm going to have any luck with this myself. I'll leave it to the guards. Meanwhile, you come and join me." And there's one of my books around. She calls one of the guards over to stop searching, but asks the other one to continue like guarding the wagon. And she says, "Well, if you'd be so kind, why don't you try this spell of yours then?"
By all means. They're trying to get the wheel on.
Yeah, so they need to they've been trying to lift the wagon but can't do it. The wagon itself is it's made of like quite a strange wood that you've not seen before, and a lot of it is also kind of beefed up with this quite quite professionally carved stone as well. So it looks like a really heavy wagon.
Is it elvish craftsmanship?
Yeah, like deep elvish. Yeah, so it's like slightly different from like a regular elvish, obviously. But it's not like super ornate or anything. It's really functional, but like very
proper, thick and sturdy.
Yeah. It's like if you're
apart from the fact that the wheels are broken.
As I'm lying in the mushrooms, can I rub Korvax, my ring of Korvax, and summon Korvax to me?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, handy.
So he's always been here, flitting around in the mushrooms, just maybe poking around for worms and stuff like that. But now he just starts to sort of fly sort of a long, sort of lazy circle around the top of the wagon, and I'm sort of looking into it now, and can I see anything, or is it covered from the top?
Yeah, so the wagon's like a sealed box basically.
Okay. Does it look like is it sturdy, like it has wooden walls, or is it still a canvas top?
No, it's literally like a just like a box with wheels.
Sure,
basically.
so it's more like a horse box type strong, like.
Yeah, it's literally a big cuboid.
Sure. Yeah.
Do the drow not see Korvax?
Well, I was assuming he was trying to keep him.
I'm just flying quite high up, just for seeing like a bird's eye view, see if I can see anything.
Sure.
That's
Sure. You find as it begins flying around, you see that the drow becomes like immediately suspicious, and
it's quite high up.
But I thought you said they could see it.
No, I didn't.
I said I was trying to let them see. Oh no, I'm happy for them to not be able to see.
No.
Oh yeah, no, you're not able to like glean much information from the what's in the wagon necessarily.
I thought it might have been like a open top thing that they start them.
I'll say to the drow, now before I cast the spell, I can only cast it on one object, namely the cart. I fear if the contents of the wagon are still on board, it may crush the resulting form of the wagon. I would recommend maybe unloading before I do this, just to ensure nothing else gets broken in the process, if that's not too much hassle.
She says, well, the craftsmanship is quite fine, even if its weight were reduced. I couldn't imagine that the box itself would break. But tell me more about the nature of this spell.
Well, I can make the wagon half the size, which therefore aids the
Oh, it changes the
weight.
Size, it's not just the weight.
Yeah, so all the things in it may then overload the cart.
Ah, I see. I thought it was purely the weight itself. She says, do you have anything else that may be able to help? For I fear removing the contents of the wagon would be unwise given what I know.
I'm afraid that's all I can do. What I can do is reduce the size of the contents first. If
I can't imagine that would work, I'm afraid.
Interesting. Well, then I'm afraid that's all I can offer.
Well, I fear it may not be of much use. Removing the contents is not something I'm comfortable with.
What is it exactly that you're carrying? I might have used the spell on something like it before.
She says, I'm a trader. I often travel to the surface lands to do business with collectors of magic items. As such, most of what I carry is just that. And as such, most spells won't work properly on them.
Yes, well, I've had some luck with magic items, but I agree. It's hard to tell before it's tried.
Right. The way that magic is stored in some of these items can be quite mysterious and can behave unpredictably.
Well, sorry I couldn't be more use.
It's quite alright. I wasn't expecting much from such a small gnome, and I was pleasantly surprised with interesting conversation.
Well, thank you. It's nice to confirm my suspicions that the drow aren't all they're made out to be.
Indeed. Well, you'd be welcome to stay with us for a night if you want.
Oh, thank you, but I've spent far too much time in these blasted caverns already. I really ought to get home as fast as I can.
She says, very well. I'll be sure to send word to my to the pass in the north that if they come across the deep gnome carrying an interesting book and wearing ragged clothes, he's not to be harmed.
Well, thanks.
Fucking elves are arrogant, don't they?
I come across a disgusting ugly gnome.
Don't bother squishing it. He is pretty ugly even for a gnome. Okay, yeah, cool. So, do you want to leave this place?
Yeah, I guess I'll say, I would hate to set off your alarms. Where have you placed them? I'll go around.
She says, oh, don't worry about that. I'll know it's you.
Okay.
With that, she says, what was your name, by the way, little one?
Dimble.
Dimble. It was a pleasure.
And you, Elf. Farewell.
Farewell. And with that, you head off. You're communicating somewhat with. Do you want to say something?
Yeah. As I scoot off, I'll be like, the elves are not suspicious. Oh wait, the elves aren't suspicious of me anymore, but they're certainly on edge. They have some magical goods that they wish to protect. I think if they suspect any intrusion, they will take great measure to defend what they have. I would be careful. I'm passing through the clearing now. I would recommend you try and meet me on the other side.
That was just to you, was it?
I don't know who I could talk to.
I think he can only communicate.
Well,
with
yeah,
them.
just to. I'll say that to.
Person
Well, and then you just
and then I
you
can,
relay
I
that.
can tell that
Yeah.
to the three people here.
Okay.
Cool. Can we then the three of us make a point of like skirting sort of down into the valley and sort of round and say maybe sort of meeting, I don't know, like
Yeah, like near the
a kilometre and a
pathway
half or
something.
2k down the cavern or something.
Sure, yeah.
Did we work out what was in the thing? Sorry.
Haven't yet.
A load of magical items.
Well, we
okay.
think.
Well, they told us. Yeah, there might be. I don't know why they'd say it. Yeah.
Do we not wish to?
Anyone feel like we want to have a closer look at what's in that wagon?
I don't think there's need to engage them unnecessarily, but if you think you can...
Fair enough, Tide. You are my morality in times like this. So if you don't think it's good...
Such is my curse.
There is a...
What about
I'm
you, Dor?
curious.
Might be some knowledge hidden in that wagon.
Yes, I am definitely partial to a magic item.
I think, should we kill them? Should we at least
Well,
get
I've had
past
enough.
them? Whilst
What's
we-
that? You want me to kill them? What? What?
If we trip off any more alarms, they'll believe it's Dorwin. Whilst we have that,
not
well,
necessarily.
depending on...
Well, you guys have met. Have you not? You've met back up now, right?
Oh, we have.
Yeah.
Have we done
Oh, have you not?
I don't know what we-
I was just going to suggest meeting them.
I think we have said we met back up.
sorry.
Oh, right, so on the other side.
Alright,
So-
Yeah,
oh,
now
that's
we
all
can
I
now we
wanted to
can
do.
just
We
chat
can do what we
and
want now.
decide.
Yeah. I just wanted to get further into the caverns before we do anything rash.
Sure. Well, let's say we'll just sat on the other side of the thing, 100 meters away, discussing things, whatever, out of earshot.
Can your senses, your...
It's only 30 feet.
Yeah, 30 feet, but Can we
Would
assume that
they
will detect
find
a
the traps?
spell of an alarm?
Like where they are?
Would they find alarm? That's a bloody good question.
So
Let me check.
Let's say yeah.
Found other magical traps as well.
Yeah, it found the
Yeah, I'll show you where it is. 'cause
yeah, it
it's a
found
bit
the,
of a maze.
the alarm of the other wizard. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
I'll go to this actually.
Also, I
Shall we?
Yeah, is it worth them hit by hearing?
Well, yeah, I feel like choosing it to
Yeah,
use
sure.
it, maybe.
Toilet.
Well, at least till Carl comes back.
Yeah.
I know what Barrel would do.
We've done alright without the speaker.
Yeah.
Just done alright on the laptop.
Yeah.
This light's perfect as well.
In the mushroom caves.
It's dystopian nightmare.
Something I didn't understand earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We were in a massive thing, and the walls were like kilometres away. How's there a clearing? A clearing of the mushroom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just an empty patch of no mushroom.
Yeah.
What did you decide?
How would you see that?
We were waiting for you. We know what Moral's going to want to do.
Yeah.
So,
Surely not. You wouldn't see. You just see the light.
as
No, it's like let's have him draw a little sketch or something. I don't know, pen. Right.
here. We've got a pen
Oh,
there.
lovely.
As curious as we all are to know what is in the wagon, is it wise for us to engage such powerful looking drow and all their minions?
So say you were stood here, and you were looking up. This is a gentle incline.
Oh.
So it's just a patch of no mushrooms up there.
I didn't realise I was
Oh, fine. I'm sure.
And
Sorry,
No, it's fine.
I'd rather have the 4 drow as an ally of one of us than an enemy of all of us.
Yes, we
not an enemy of them, then.
we certainly shouldn't
Okay, we know what you mean.
engage them in combat, especially as the mage told me she is proficient. She's proficient in conjuration, so although we might be able to take what's there, there's no telling how many more of them there can be.
Yeah.
However, I do have ways to investigate quietly.
She can't conjure anything if tied to a
There is that.
She can't conjure anything. What?
If Tide turns her into a bunny,
There's 4 of them. I can only do one of them.
but only one's a mage, as far as we know.
That's true.
Or I can sneakily inspect what's inside the wagon.
I think we try that.
I think
How about you turn the invisible door and we sneak up and see if we can just have a little look inside.
But we need to, only somebody that can detect magic can go up because we need to find where the traps are.
Elixir, you are not quite as stealthy as you are. as much as I hate
my
to.
plan would be to become invisible and fly over the traps. She won't have placed them in the air.
How do you
Also,
know
she.
that?
Being a mage myself, I know these things.
But the last trap we came across was a wall. Right?
Yeah. 2 kilometers high.
Oh.
Also,
To be fair though, we kind of have an out where if she does hear one trap, she's going to think it's you.
Also, she is aware of you now.
Also, I
Darwin.
do know the alarm spell as we role played, and it's like a cube. A
Oh,
small cube.
okay, so you actually do know. Fair enough.
She is also now aware of you, Dorwin, so your presence would not alarm her.
Mm.
I suggest you do go and investigate further.
Okay,
Maybe alone, though.
I can try.
How far away are we from them now?
Couple hundred meters.
Oh, yeah. Maybe like 500 meters or something. Yeah.
About
Cool.
500 meters.
Wait. Hold on. I forgot I can't be invisible and fly at the same time.
Okay.
So that plan can't work.
Well, can somebody be a bat?
Can you detect? Oh, I can be a bat. I can be a bat. Let's go. All right. Sweet. Should I do that?
Sorry, should I do that? I can turn into a bat.
Sure. Let me make you invisible.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Invisibat.
And can you, when you're a bat, can you cast things? Or can you just do what a bat can do?
What do you mean casting? I don't know what spells.
I thought you had detect magic.
Oh, I can.
It's not spell. It's just an ability.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you could do that as a bat.
Yeah, I guess so.
I assume so, yeah. If you're in your brain.
When you come across
Can we use like misty step and shit? Sorry.
No, right.
Well, that's
If I'm flying, I probably don't need the detect magic, right?
No, that's true.
that's based around his ring, so I'd say probably not.
It's still on my position.
Bat
My
ring.
possession, though, right? Bat ring.
Yeah. You get a tiny ring.
Elictu, when you come across the wagon as an invisible bat, what if it is locked? How will you gain access?
Is it under like a tarp? I thought.
No,
it's a solid
like
fucking box.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say as well, like
I could probably squeeze into a crack.
when you were looking at it as well, the directions that you saw it from.
Probably going to be
It
magic
kind of
on
looks
the
like
box.
there was no
Any bad if I want.
doors or anything.
Okay. I thought it was like a
straight
wagon.
No.
I say to Elictu, probably going to be some magical traps on that box.
I can detect magic though.
Yeah,
Yes,
then once
but
you
can
detect
you
all the traps,
penetrate
what
them?
are you going to do about them?
Kill them all.
Kill them all, right. So, we're back to killing them all.
Based on your judgment,
Which,
Dorwin.
like, fully, I'm not against. But it just seems like, might be more prudent to press on.
Can I see? Are there any
Strong
like
words,
gaps
you
and stuff in the box?
I'm a lover, not a
Are there
fighter.
like cracks in the thing that a bat could fit through?
I would find
Well,
this chaos skull.
I mean, at the moment you're not close enough, but asking Dorwin and Enoch about it, it looked like literally like a sealed box, basically.
Okay.
Like, there wasn't even any. There was. I said to them before that they couldn't even see any doors or anything, or any way to get inside, basically.
Okay.
Where did the magic drow say that she would send word to find to say?
The North Gate.
Yeah. It was the North Gate, yeah.
Yeah, it was
North
the
Pass.
north. There was I'm not sure if she said the specific name of the place, but she said she said the pass in the north, the northern pass. Yeah.
And from where we entered, where do we think? Which
I
direction?
actually don't know.
would be
Which
more
direction
likely?
did we enter from?
You assume she would have said the north gate because that's the direction I stumbled.
So we came through the north
So
gate.
actually we're
and you
heading.
can...
Looks like we're heading north.
Well, I mean, you approached them, like you would have approached them from the south, basically. Yeah.
Heading north.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I suggest you investigate further, Dorwin. However, if your judgment disagrees, then maybe we press on.
I was only investigating out of curiosity, thinking now actually what I saw, which was a completely closed box. Even if we did find out what was in there, we'd have a really tough time getting it out. And I, for one, feel we're not in a position to take on 20 Quaggoths.
So be it. The decision has been made.
Very well. Nice. Okay.
What about? What about some kind of distraction, trying to lead some of them off, and then just a little look at the box? Get hands on it. Just, make sure.
Elaborate a plan.
Well, what I'm thinking is there was an awful lot of broken wheels by that trailer. If that mage is worth her salt at all, I don't expect she'd have problems conjuring up a bloody wheel. How hard could that be?
She conjured up many wheels.
Yeah. So I reckon something's
She couldn't get them on
breaking
the car
them.
because it was too heavy.
Ah, well.
She got like
In which case,
there's like 6 wheels on the floor next to it.
Yeah. I thought something was breaking the wheels or something.
So, but that does mean that whatever's on the box is so heavy that a wagon can't carry it.
And
Let
4
alone a
elves
bat.
can't lift it up. I never said I was going to carry the box.
But it means even if
But
we
it's
knew
not
what was in the
necessarily-
box.
Oh yeah,
There's lots of trinkets in there, like multiple things.
Yes, but they
Okay.
haven't seen those guns of yours.
Bad guns.
I don't think it's that the
Literally just flying.
I think it's just that it went over. Some accidents happened.
Yeah,
which caused
yeah,
the
yeah.
wheels to break.
But the point is they can't put a wheel on now because they can't.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
four fully grown elves can't
So
lift
yeah,
it.
Bunch of
that's just so
wings.
heavy.
Pretty fucking heavy.
Although I guess you can shrink that.
But not the things inside it, right? Did you say?
Wow,
you just try to blag it.
Would it be possible for you to shrink the wagon and cause it to break on the things inside?
All of these plans went into the same issue of then having to fight 4 drow and 20 Gorgoths.
It's not a problem.
Yeah, I think if we need to leave via the northern gate, why not have some friends there?
Well, that
This wagon's not going anywhere. We could always come back for it after we find
That's
the
a
pale
very
scholar.
good point, Gesh. First good point you've had all trip. Those mushrooms, they've done wonders for you, mate.
Curse you.
Diarrhea and intelligence.
Yeah.
Interesting effects.
Yeah, those mushrooms have done wonders for your constitution, Gesh.
Not quite my constitution, maybe my brains.
Okay, so mission first, crazy suicide bat mission later. Yes? Let's go.
Good to me.
You can kamikaze
I'm probably
yourself
not going to be
sometime.
here.
That was
if
amazing.
we're going for like, I don't know, it's going to be days, right?
Guess can track them.
Yeah.
That was the most D&D sentence I've ever heard. Mission first. Crazy suicide bat mission.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So pressing on then.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, nice.
Probably shit items anyway.
So,
Yeah, probably.
Oscar just said that.
Shit,
Oh
yeah.
my
I bet it
God.
was
I'm no skin off my back. So,
Can't believe we've
He's
done
spent
that.
weeks coming back.
Can't believe we've done that.
okay, so
Sorry, just before you press on, could either of them have seen or gauged roughly how long it looks like they have been there
I'd
broken
say,
down?
sure, we don't want to create a distraction, so we only have to fight half of them in any one go.
But all of them
Can-
will come rushing back.
Only if
All of my
they-
abilities are charisma based and drow aren't really.
all
Take
of
back on that.
One thing I do know about conjuration magic is that usually the conjured entities only act when controlled by their conjurer.
So you think the quagga kind of
So I have a feeling if we get rid of the mage, all the quaggoths will cease to act or exist.
wow, do it.
Yeah, so
That
can you
changes.
just
I'm
answer
just
that
saying.
Yes.
Why don't?
then? Oh,
I'm just saying. Look, what have the drow ever done for you? they've
Kill the family members.
they've been a scourge on your entire families.
19.
Okay, you both have lived in fear most of your adult lives from the drow. I say, we take what is rightfully ours.
How spread out are these things?
what things?
All these guys.
It's pretty dense. So most of the quaggoths are kind of chilling like near the front of the wagon.
How big's the clearing?
Probably about like 50 feet across.
Okay. Yeah, so go on.
Yeah, and they're all kind of in there. Like they're not like evenly dispersed. That most of them are around the wagon.
I just fear we won't be able to get into the magically sealed wagon crate. Even if we go through this whole battle, we may end up empty-handed
Yeah.
anyway.
How long does it look like they have been broken down? Could either of them perceive how long they would
Yeah,
have been there?
give me a survival as if you saw the wagon.
Well, it was you two. So, well, we
Wouldn't
saw
that
it
be
from
a good
afar,
time
so
to-
I'll do it with disadvantage.
Now be a good time to mention that I
not far enough to
overpowered
gate,
to
like,
get
not
into
to
magically
footprint.
sealed
Who's got better survival out of you two?
I'm just telling you.
You probably.
These guys.
Would you probably got better? Well, one of you two do.
Interesting.
One of you two do a survival.
If it's an arcane lock.
Do a third. Do a survival check.
What's your...
About what?
Just do one because it's
Sure.
Ali's been hankering to know the answer to this question.
6.
6.
I got 10.
Okay. Yeah, it's not super clear.
I was basically I was trying to find out if we could see how long they've been broken down for. So if they've been there for fucking ages, then there's a good chance we could leave it, go, come back, and they still be there. But they couldn't work that out because they got shit rolls. So cool. So what are we doing?
Should we just vote on it?
Yeah. Because
But what's the vote? Go on, Tide.
I now don't know what I'm going to vote for.
I haven't finished giving my rousing
Oh, yeah.
motivational
Well,
speech.
hold on.
come on then,
Go on,
keep going.
let's mention it as well then.
Oh, I think I could probably try and
Right.
get into the box with a certain ability if it has some kind of arcane
Oh, I
spell on it.
knew you could get into a magical locks.
But you'll have to get me to the box.
I am not fond of drow personally. So I will go with whatever the party votes. But if my vote matters, then I vote that we approach.
These
I
drow
will-
have probably made a living off pilfering from the deep gnomes. They've probably killed lots of them. Okay?
So we're
They were
ethically
quite
against
nice
pilferers, are we?
to Dalton.
Yeah, because
I'm
they
on
were
your
hiding.
side. I
because-
want to attack them.
Because
but
they were hiding.
seem like
Because
nice.
they were hiding something. It was only in their interest to be nice to him.
And he also blagged them.
I appreciate your
But they still were
honesty,
nice.
but I don't make my
Killed them.
decisions on emotion. I make them on logic.
Ooh. Okay, I do.
That is why, Dorwin, you are a virgin.
Bro, I'm like 80.
And? Steve Carell sequel coming soon.
Yeah.
Looking north. Looking north, can we see roughly, like, how far can we see
Have you got the
the
vote?
other way?
So, from where you are, here, looking north, it's kind of mushrooms as far as I can see. You can see one area where the mushrooms are like significantly taller than all the other ones around it, and that kind of obscures your view a little bit. But you see that these very, very tall cluster of mushrooms seem to be kind of leading up, there's a gentle incline in general, and then very, very far in the distance, you can just about make out like a hazy red mound in the distance, which sort of looks a bit like a small mountain, I guess, or a big hill. It's about like covered in shrooms.
Sure.
My other thinking is that there's a good chance if we do fight these drow, afterwards we'll have plenty of time to recuperate. So we can go all out.
Dragos has got wings.
Well, I think that fairly settles it. Let's go get some loot.
Go into attack mode, are we?
It took us like an hour to decide.
With the whiteboard.
But before we, just real quick, can I make a fucking Arcana check or some shit to see if what I thought about the conjuration spells is usually accurate?
Sure.
Or
Yeah.
like history, investigation, whatever.
Yeah, give me an investigation and an Arcana, please.
Also, they are.
I've cued the different music.
Elves
Logged
are some of my favourite
Well, that
enemies.
worked out, didn't it?
Can I do an intelligence check to basically just recall what I might know about them?
Yeah. With advantage.
Yeah, with advantage. Yeah.
Real quick, 10 investigation, 25 Arcana.
3 Arcana, okay. So you would think that generally it kind of varies based on the spell
Bit of
whether
shit,
the
About 20, but it's a bit of a waste.
whether the things disappear or not. It's kind of like some spells do, some spells don't. In this instance, you'd also probably be aware of the fact that drow typically have, they'll have a lot of Krogoths at their disposal just in general.
So it could be, it's 50-50.
Oh, I see. We don't think. So that
So-
Krogoth might actually not be conjured.
You know quite a lot about Krogoths.
Yeah, but we've got
rolled
loads
a
of
nat 20
Darwin, we've got
on
loads of
basically recalling
abilities
info
to
about
control
about
and
the drow
subdue
guards and
simple
the drow
beasts.
mage.
Once we
Yeah.
kill the 4 big ones, the rest will be easy to subdue.
Okay, so based on Gesh's
I think we're
favourite
all
early
in.
things,
I will share this information with
Yeah,
everybody.
We're
as
fucking
well.
avenging the fucking deep gnomes. This sort of cause that Enoch now cares very passionately about.
Yeah, the moral background.
I actually, when I was in Squall's End, I supported 5 gold pieces a month to the Deep Gnome Relief Charity Fund.
Where did you take the
Liar.
5 gold pieces from?
Yeah.
Where
You
did
never
get the
gave
5
a
gold pieces
gold
from?
septum to anybody.
The local drow. I'm a proper Robin Hood, mate.
You
No,
giving gold
you're
to
a Robin
anybody.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
that
what
makes
you're able
cool.
to.
So I rolled a nat 20 on an intelligence check to recall info about drow.
Robins from the rich.
So he's just telling us. I'm going to share this information with everybody.
He's
So.
from the hood.
So what
It's actually a hood Robin.
what Gesh knows about the drow is that. So first of all, being from Fae in Fae ancestry, you know that they have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put elves to sleep.
We're not about to be very charming.
Speak for yourself.
So I'm like, watching the battlefield. What's up?
What's up?
You'd know as well that drow, their sort of, their combat ability is pretty varied. They're similar to humans in that some of them are fairly standard, but then also you do get ones which are really powerful too. Drow mages will typically have a lot of spells based around their god Lolth, who based on like spiders and darkness and that kind of thing.
She had a staff that had a spider with it holding an orb. Yeah.
And you'd know as well that where they mostly live in the Underdark, they make these like very, very like sprawling cities that do very, very well in the Underdark. They're kind of like the dominant race in the Underdark. To find one that's just like a travelling caravan, you'd know is quite like unusual. Like they tend to be very like purposeful, and they're quite not militaristic in like a warring sense, but in like a societal sense. Like they kind of have their functions, and if they're important, they go for them. So to get a drow trader is like not common at all. From the descriptions of the kind of
It's
stuff,
like a very clear hierarchy in their society, basically.
Yeah, fairly. Yeah. It's all based on power, basic power levels, and from the descriptions of like the armor and stuff that they were wearing, these guys, you would gain that they're certainly not something to shake a stick at. Like it's not, fine elven crafted goods aren't even hugely common among elves.
And they are finely crafted. They are wearing finely crafted
They've got some
armor.
pretty baller shit going on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So how are you approaching this?
Based on what Dawn's just told us, and because that fucking scary stuff, as a bit of a tactic, should we just kind of try and focus all our
attacks on the mage? We
to
attack
begin
the big
with?
one, then we attack the bodyguards, then we mop up the beasts.
Agreed.
Having said that, I think the most helpful thing I can do is probably distract all the Quaggoths.
Are you sure? There's about 20 of them.
Depends
But they're all in a close area. I reckon a well-placed bomb right in the middle tide. Do your thing, girl. We're right behind you.
Thanks, babe.
I also have some crowd control abilities.
Yeah. Okay, and then and then
Can you
3 of
move
you,
my
and
ball,
then
darling?
you do your thing.
Let's go.
Let's go!
For once in my life, Enoch, I am with you.
I knew it, mate. Those mushrooms have done you right.
Genuinely, this haven't got that.
Oh, this board.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Nice.
How did I fix it?
I love how you gave me one of these and then just somehow ended up
a
yourself.
little bit.
I was trying to be all proud.
Okay. Get your miniatures.
Oh, shit.
What's that? Okay. Well, yeah, I'll do one bigger. Doesn't need to be.
Do you want to do them 10 feet?
What?
Nah, 5 is better. The higher
We just
end.
need to clear it, don't we?
Yeah. Oh god, I always forget to wipe stuff off.
What was that?
That's the room where you fought the mind witness.
You do one more.
Yeah, it's just we don't need nearly enough that space, but it also means wiping up all this. Yeah, because it's only 50 feet clearing, isn't it? I guess we might want some more space.
That could
Have
just be
you
like
got anything to
mushroom.
wipe this out?
Your spit in your t-shirt.
Probably have a sponge.
Yeah.
That'd be good. We could do the other side if we don't mind wiping all the stuff out.
Just making sure it's going to be flat enough.
Oh yeah, I've got it right. Oh, time to get many, many tokens out.
Just one and up.
Hell yeah, motherfuckers!
I should have pranked you more when I convinced you that it was Aurenthor.
You should. I'm surprised. I'm surprised you didn't actually.
Have you got the box of minis?
Right. Take out the gem.
No.
So I already did.
Rub it slowly. Now lick it.
I would have happily done all of that.
So that's my
As
little one.
command.
There's the big one that I left it with you guys. It's got the
Yeah, it wasn't on the pile of stuff under the
okay.
table, I don't think.
That's going well.
What hint you?
It needs some moisture. It doesn't have any.
Yes.
Yeah, she moistened it.
We are getting there, to be fair.
Yeah, it's just that.
I can just use dice if not.
Pardon?
That's right, Most of it's fine, it's just a bit of sludge.
I've got a packet of tokens. Yeah, we'll just have a little look around at those minis in yours, Fergie.
Should I get something rough up?
Oh, it's going better with your finger. It's actually.
You're just smushing it around.
Yeah, well, I'm sort of rubbing it in.
Right,
give me a go.
Well,
Give me a go.
Let's have a smudge.
Can you not tell the difference?
That'll do, won't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're two similar colours.
Yeah.
I was wondering if they were like vastly different colours.
Right, yeah.
Dry. Fucking go for this. That'll do.
That'll do. It's all gone.
I think we're good.
Yeah. Okay, we'll use all of these for the Kogoths. Right. So 50 foot contours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, hold in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
You drew a little
50.
scribble, didn't you? I'm not looking at you. Where would you?
There's like a general mushroom edge.
That would do
Like this. And then you can just surely imagine loads of mushrooms around. Or
Yeah.
People can draw them in if they want.
feel
Mushrooms
better
on the
if you-
outside. Give you some pens if you want to draw some mushrooms.
No, I
Yeah,
need
we
Oscar
can-
to draw.
I'll draw a few mushrooms. You're going to side on.
no.
That's that shit.
Just like an upside down smiley face, mate. I'm gonna. Do you not want to do it from like a bird's eye view, of like just doing like that?
Oh, that's good.
Do some like little ones and then the fucking little ones.
There you go. Savage. Doing it again.
I'll use this for the
Is this how
wagon.
you'd imagine it?
Yeah, something like that.
Complete across it, just go.
Little penis.
Nice.
Is that the wagon?
Yes.
Yup.
Kogoth time. 20.
20.
Whole 20? Yeah. And are they all around here? They're mostly around the front of the wagon.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
Oh, around the front of the wagon. Some of them are milling around elsewhere. Like this.
Okay.
And then I'll grab. What should I use for the?
Red? You got red tokens?
Well, we can't see
Can't
that
see
easily in
the
this light,
difference,
can we?
yeah.
You can't see really?
Yes, it's quite
Oh
difficult.
shit.
We've got some minis in here. I'll use this for the mage, and I'll use anything that's a different colour for the other guards. So we've got the mage here. I'm going to use Shaka. And then a guard here. He actually does look like a drow guard. That's good. This is a drow guard. Chatting with the mage.
See
and
you,
this
Dragos.
other one's searching. Okay, get your minis.
Okay.
When did you paint him? I don't remember you.
No, I just.
Did you do that
Perhaps-
recently?
yeah,
on a
no, he's not
mushroom?
like fully painted.
Under.
I just did a,
Can I-
just a
oh,
base
nice.
coat. So
But can I
he's-
converse with the group before we go in?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I have a spell that would be most effective while they're all close together. If possible, it would be good for me to cast this spell before we start drawing them apart.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can we
Take
have
the lead.
initiative just so quick?
Yeah.
Don't forget, we have the element of surprise, so we should all be able to do one thing.
What are you rolling for? Initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have money?
No, I
Dawn's
the box
here.
isn't here for some
I don't
reason.
know where.
Oh, right.
That's a bit
Um,
too.
Where's Gesh? It's just there.
Yeah,
Where was it? Have you picked, did you pick Gesh up?
There's something smaller.
It was literally just there, I swear.
Oh, he's on the floor.
Oh no!
How do I? This slide?
You there?
Oh, some of them do.
I don't know what we're.
Oh yeah.
Let's use this.
Where's
That's where. So yeah.
Oh,
So
he wants to be
that's
there.
where he wants to be. Yeah.
Got tired.
Nice.
Hang on, I'm a bit nervous. This might get knocked over or something.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we don't have a pudding. Just
Use a dice or something.
But we're pretty hungry.
yeah.
Use a dice or something.
Do you not have any other minis?
They're in this
there's
box, but
another
I think
Yeah,
maybe I might have left them at home, or they're at Birmingham, but they'll be around somewhere.
They might have just not been put in the pile.
They're mostly our old character minis anyway. So.
That's tight.
All right.
Okay, fair enough. So I obviously
We all came from the same place.
yeah.
So.
Where have we approached from?
Oh.
So I think we
So
entered
actually,
there and now we're over
so
here.
we entered from here and now we're over here. So we're
No,
all-
no.
no,
This
no.
way.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
They went
okay.
back and you guys came back to us. And
Oh.
Can I say that like obviously I'll address the group and say I'm gonna find a vantage point overlooking this clearing because you're saying it's up on the hill. Can I sort of
It's
try
like a
and-
gentle incline.
Can I try and sort of go round to the
You'd
side?
have to go. You'd have to go all the way up this.
Oh, so
side.
that's down into the valley there.
Yeah, yeah.
mushrooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
that gives you a good
I'll
vantage point.
I'll make a point of climbing
That's
onto
what
one of the
we
mushrooms.
Just shits himself again.
As soon as I go anywhere near a mushroom, I'm like,
Just need another way. Sorry. I'll give you a minute to think about your tactics.
not
Sorry.
another one.
Sorry.
Another one.
Right.
So this thing with Berg, yeah, it will do a lot of like
How big
damage.
an area is it?
20-foot diameter circle, or
40
a 60
feet.
or a 60-foot wall.
So 40 feet.
Will it do
No,
damage?
this is
To,
20 foot radius.
Diameter.
Oh,
Diameter.
diameter.
So it can
will
be
it damage the wagon?
I assume it's all protected with this magical lock thing, right?
Well, we don't know that as much as what.
Surely you can just
Well,
cut.
it's got no way to get in.
Yeah,
From like a
If
key,
you're
so
choosing where to
could go
cast it
on
as well, you can put it wherever you want, can't you?
Yeah. So basically, it's a wall, and it's got 10 feet in front of the wall is like does damage. So if I do like a wall here, I can get 10 feet strip, or I can do a circle with 20 feet of diameter.
You call it.
Well, if you can do it with a mage, it just doesn't look
Yeah,
like
I
mages.
could probably just about get the mage in and most of these guys.
Yeah, nice.
If this is enemy turn, I can get this.
I mean, I kind of just want to see it. So yeah.
We might not finish this encounter, by the way, because I'm going to want to call it a half 10.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
a photo and recreate.
Right, let's try and power through
See how far we can get.
Let's just set ourselves up.
So,
then.
so what? You're just going to cast your shit and then we all just bum rush them?
I guess so.
If we come up with this as a plan, do we still do initiative in the same way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we
When
get.
we have our
I mean,
moves, yeah.
no. I mean, we
But-
get a round
but-
of surprise first, so we can actually do our
Other
stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
However
it doesn't
we want.
interfere because it's not going to display. None of our stuff is going to
It's gonna-
displace
Right.
any of
Oh
them.
shit, we actually need to be careful because we don't know where the traps are. So if we knock off one of the traps, then they're not going to be surprised. They're going to know something's
Sure,
around.
yeah.
That's
Good
the
point.
point. Well done.
Yeah.
So if you can detect that.
I can set on magic, but it's only within 30 feet of me.
Yeah. So
The
we just
range
have
of the
to.
alarm is 20 feet. So you'll notice it before you trigger it.
So we stay together in a
But
little.
for like people that want to fuck off around the sides and stuff, I'm assuming he
Well,
knocked us, then he's a bit.
Could you not potentially just the area that we might try and approach from? Could you just scout just around the circle quietly
Yeah.
yourself before we approach to detect and
Although
see?
when Enoch tried that, they were alerted just from the sound that elves are quite perceptive.
No, they weren't. He set up a trap. There was no sound. He was fully stealth. He rolled like a 26 or something. The elf was like, "Oh fuck, somebody's here."
Mainly, I'd like you to scope my vantage points and make sure there's no alarms there before
Cool. Yeah.
before
So I'm gonna-
Dorwin.
Can we get the initiative order? When we use the advantage now, well.
Yeah, I've done that.
Advantage.
Yeah, my level 7, I get advantage on all initiative rolls, and I can't be surprised as well. So,
Very good, very nice.
Cool. So 20 plus. Anyone? 15 to 20.
Yeah, I got 17.
Gash got 17.
Gosh, got 17.
And then 10 to 15.
I got 12.
I got 12.
12, 12.
10.
Okay, so
How does it work if I did want to do my thing first? If
we
it
get a
was,
surprise round.
so would everyone in front of me have to just not do anything on their go?
Well, on the
No,
surprise
as
round,
long as we don't displace them.
like movement-wise, we could attack. And
On
then-
the surprise round, I don't mind being with the order loose with it.
Sure.
Fine.
So we got
Put the order in for this one.
Enoch,
Turn.
Litu.
Don't we? Is it based on dex? If you
Yeah.
what's your dex?
This is obviously an rogue.
Jordan has gone so cocky in the last
Okay, cool. So it's go time.
So yeah, we were just saying that Alictu is just gonna sort of scope rough areas of where people might want to get vantage points to detect magic to see if any of the alarm.
Yeah,
traps
I'm
are
gonna like scout around this bottom kind of third of the opening and find where the traps are around here. So
Okay,
we can
sure.
avoid them.
Right. So sorry, what did you say there just then?
So I'm gonna detect magic and wander around this third.
Okay.
And find all the traps so people can like spread out and find vantage points and stuff.
Oh, okay,
without-
fine.
without
Sure,
saying
yeah, like
anything.
pre-combat.
about the
Do you want to give me a
alarm
stealth? Or
Yeah.
you can make
Did
your way
Dawn
around?
know about the alarm spell?
Do you do it with advantage because he's with us?
And
No,
can
he's
maybe-
going off by himself.
Or should I do it? What if I do it with Enoch? Can he stealth me?
He could help, probably.
Yeah.
I'd say so. Yeah.
So really-
Yeah, you stealth together.
So
So you
Oh,
you do a
I
normal
still-
stealth. You do advantage.
Okay.
It's like he's mentoring you, I guess.
Got it.
Nice.
21.
What's the deal with like these alarm spells and shit and their spell slots?
You can cast alarms of ritual.
20. Not
20.
bad, not
Okay,
bad.
nice. Yeah. So as you're going around with your detect magic, you're able to see that it's kind of like maybe 10 feet up from the clearing. She seems to have placed several alarm spells, which are kind of like create every 30 feet or so. There's these. She's basically made a ring like that's offset by about 10 feet around the edge.
Okay, so
Do you
can
have a
I?
way of
Do we need to
marking them?
mark them on the map, or should I just?
We
tell
can
them
do.
she's-
I mean, I'd just say. It's two
Anywhere
squares.
is going to set
so-
an alarm.
Is it
Anywhere's
creating
gonna
a
set off
solid
alarm.
ring around us? Is there any bricks?
No.
No.
Oh.
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you said there's 30 feet in between each one.
No. They're 30 feet each, but they're like
Oh.
touching.
Ah, I
Yeah.
see.
okay.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay,
So,
well,
let's
with
go
with
I guess
that. With
Let's
that,
go right up to the edge.
Yeah,
of
we'll
the,
go right up to the edge and
yeah.
then we'll start doing shit.
Sure. Can I have stealth checks from the rest of you?
Sorry, where's the line? Where's the cut off?
About 10 feet, so two squares away from this edge of the clearing.
We're all here. I'm going to sort of slowly start walking round.
So we've got a 20 and a 21. Can I have your
15.
15, okay, nice.
Stealth.
That's already over half has succeeded, so
Yeah,
we're good.
20, not
20. That's good.
Nice. Yeah, we're good to go.
Shit, I got an 8.
That's alright, we're all
We've all got
anyway.
20s and above. And
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to stay back here anyway.
Sure.
I'm going to climb on top of that. Well, I'll stay underneath for now, but then I will climb on top of the big boy, big shroom.
Okay, so where's my board gone? Oh, here it is. So Gesh, you're up first.
No,
Dawn
yeah,
wanna
let's
do
do.
his thing?
I would just do.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
It doesn't really matter, honestly.
So we'll just forego your go on the surprise round, and then you'll have the
Yeah,
have the test,
do mine first. Okay. Yeah, fine. As we skulk up, it's not getting closer. Probably. Before we get to the alarms, I get a line of sight to here, and oh, that's like 20 feet, perfect. I'm gonna cast my spell 35 feet, probably here.
Mm-hmm.
3 feet. Yeah, basically, this one working. Like on this wall, basically, like here-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And so it'll be 20 feet.
Sure, you want to get the wagon?
I think the wagon will be. I think the wagon will be protected. They seem to be pretty careful.
Do it, and if we damage the wagon, it might make it easier to get in.
Magical items are often hard to destroy.
Trust your judgment.
And so 20 feet, like, yeah. And
That's fucking tight. That is.
So many of them.
so it's a ring, about like that.
Oh, and you're gonna get that last guard as well, are you? Around the back.
Not
He's
quite.
like just on the line.
Oh,
He's probably out, to be honest. This one can be in. Just doing some engines here and there.
Yeah, that's fine.
20.
Yeah, that's fine.
This guy's like just in it.
Yeah, we'll say he's in it.
Not you, yes you.
You can do it. Cool. All right, and what are you doing?
Okay, so if anyone was seeing, you'd see I like crouch on my knee, my hands, the little flames start coming out, the flames grow. As they do, I like raise my hands as I'm raising them and the fire's growing. The same thing's happening here, the ground starts turning into embers, flames start spurting out from the ground, and as I raise my hands into the sky, 20 feet of flames fly into the air and start burning raucously.
And so do people make like saves or anything? How does it work?
Yes, so everyone in there has to make a dex save.
Okay, sure.
You
so
have to roll for each.
do the mage. I'll do the mage. What's the save?
So it'll be a dex save of 16, I guess.
So the mage has succeeded. Obviously, it's half damage still. So
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Am I going to do 1 damage for everyone, I guess?
Yeah. And then I'll do the first soldier there. Has also
Is that this
succeeded.
one?
Yeah.
It's just about touching
Oh wait, it's not the wolf.
Yeah, the wolf. He succeeded.
That's just about
Unfortunately.
touching the wall.
And then the other one who's in the area, the other guard, he's failed.
Nice.
And then
Should we have it the other way around? Because he's just on the edge, so maybe this guy succeeds and this guy fails. It's like right in the centre.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense. Yeah. And then I'll do 2 rolls for the Korgoths and have half of them, see what half of them get, the other half get. So one half, it's got a nat 20, and the other half succeed.
Brilliant.
Unlucky mate.
Oh, wow.
So wait, but they still take half damage. You say,
Well, then that 20,
Yeah.
do they take? So everyone succeeded apart from that guy.
Yeah.
Please roll well.
But they all take half damage.
Apart from,
Yeah,
do the nat
so-
20 still take damage?
Normally I say no, but it feels really cruel at the moment.
He did not take damage.
Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
group-
do 4 rolls then for the quantity.
Yeah,
quite a
I'll
lot
do
of
4. I'll
For
do
the-
4. Yeah,
so
yeah.
so 1/4 of
Oh, nat 1.
that cancels out then.
And then a fail.
Okay.
Yeah, it's split into 4. That's what
So-
how many are in there?
So
2,
3,
4,
10,
6,
11.
8, 10, 11, yeah.
So 2 failed normally, 1 failed with double damage, right?
Yeah.
And that 1
and 1 takes no
succeeded.
damage.
So how many are there in
No,
total did
no,
you say?
There were 11.
There's 11. So what's a quarter of 11? Like 3.
Ish.
do 3, 3, 3, 2.
Sure.
Agreed.
We'll do the 2 got that 20. So
Nice.
so those 2 are uninjured, and then some of them are half.
So I'll say 1, the damage roll was 24, so half would be 12.
2, 3 is half. 3 are doubled.
So that's 40, 48.
Okay, they're dead. and then so that's 3 that failed, 3 that double failed, and then
3 take half damage.
oh, they were the half.
Yeah.
3 are dead. 3 of them are fine, and
But they still take
No,
half.
2 of them are
oh,
fine.
one of them's failed, and then one of them. So what was the full damage?
24.
24. Okay, so these guys have taken the full amount.
Yeah.
These guys have taken half.
Yeah.
There we go. And then there's 2 remaining who are churned.
Which is fine. And then what
What
happens
about
with
the
this
maid?
Ah, yes. So the mage takes half.
So this guy
Takes
made a
12.
save, so he's half.
This guy takes 48 damage.
No.
No, 24 damage, yeah. And then this
So-
guy takes 12 as well.
Sure, you just.
Oh, and that 1 double damage, 48.
It's already got, so.
Just dodged into the fire.
So, one guard got half, one guard got full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the mage got half.
Okay, sorry, lots of things right.
No, it's a lot
Give me
of
a
track.
minute. Mage got half, so that's 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the other guards got half. The one at the guard at the back got half.
Yeah, and then there's the remaining guard who's
He just took
The
normal
wolf
damage.
took 24. Yeah.
Alright, beautiful. Sweet. Cool. Alright, so as this flame erupts, some of these Korgoths just have like burst into flame and go like reeling over on the floor. Some of the other ones, you know, they're like, it's just affected them all in different ways. Some of them are singed, some of them are a little bit on fire. You see the mage like was able to like do a bit of magic protection that kind of halved her damage. That other one in the centre kind of took the full brunt, and you just see kind of like as this flame like washes over him, you see like his armour kind of like glistens different colours, and he just kind of like through gritted teeth, just gets on with it, and then that one on the edge kind of gets like through the flame, kind of like just like pushes him this way a bit as he kind of like dives to like avoid it slightly, taking half damage.
Is any damage done to the wagon?
The wagon looks completely fine.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. Next up is Enoch. Oh no, sorry, it's Gash. It's Gash.
Gash. Okay, cool. Well, Jagos and I both climb up onto this shroom right at the back, and I cast Hunter's Mark on the mage.
Nice.
And then sort of like chuckling, not knowing how much damage has been done because this spell that Dorwin has cast has just been fucking epic.
Sorry, just
go
on. The wall is opaque.
The wall
of fire.
that persists.
Oh, it stays
there. Stays there, yeah.
Oh,
It's opaque.
Oh, fuck then.
Oh.
Well, so
Until they leave the ring.
So can I?
Sorry, anything in there keeps taking damage unless it leaves.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, but can we still fire into it?
Yeah, but you can't see the target, so it'd be just full cover or half something.
Yeah, so disadvantage given that you know exactly where they are.
Okay.
But bear in mind, if we're doing it by the order that we should have done it in, then you would have gone first.
Well, no, we're not.
We messed around. We
No, the whole point of the surprise was that the whole point of this. That's taking
But doing
away.
it as a round of surprise, you do it in the normal order.
No, but we said
Yeah, but for role playing,
for
role play, we're letting him do it first, aren't we? Okay, cool. Well, I'm still going to cast Hunter's Mark on the mage, so I literally don't need to roll anything with that.
That doesn't give you advantage on checks, attacks against it, does it? Just damage.
It's just damage. Yeah, cool. And then I chuckle to myself when I say, curse you, and I just ready, ready 2 arrows, and then try and fucking whop them both at the mage. So with disadvantage, first. Oh god. Alright. I rolled a 12. The first one.
A 12.
Probably not going to hit, is it?
No, it doesn't hit.
No. Okay. And then the second one. That one. That one. Okay. Yeah. Cool. And I'm like still, gassed that Dragos is more powerful now and the infused strike is better. So I make an attempt at trying to fire off 2 fucking arrows anyway, and just.
Quick question: can you fly around and shoot arrows?
I can, yeah, but I didn't want to yet.
Sure.
I don't want to.
You could fly over and see inside.
Yeah,
it's like a wall, not a.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use my psychic whispers to say to everyone. They won't know where.
I'd probably roll it again.
I'm going to use my psychic whispers to say to everyone, like, they won't know where we are. For all they know, the world around them has just erupted in fire. Let's hang back and wait for them to split up to search. That way we can pick them off one at a time and avoid a concentrated force.
But then we forego our surprise.
Well, no, we can shoot into it, but they can't see where the arrows are coming from.
Okay.
So, they can't see us because...
Are we going to...
We're still going to press on. We'll still press on and attack the mage,
but just don't give your position away because they can't see us at the moment.
Okay. So
they can't see where the stuff is coming from.
So
some of them can't.
Some of them can,
So, okay, well, yeah, so would the mage have perceived me now? Would the mage know where I am? Through this opaque wall?
Yeah, they can't see through it.
Okay, cool. Well, so yeah, I've done nothing then, basically.
Yeah.
Sure. Because my rolls are shit.
So with
you next,
that in mind, yeah, I'm going to walk 5, 10...
Keep in mind the traps.
Well,
they know that something is...
But she might know exactly where you are by which trap.
No, they don't, because it was just alarm, because I set off the traps last time and they didn't know exactly where I was.
Yeah, that's true.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm still stealth, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
So 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You're not going for the mage?
Well, I have disadvantage with him, so I wouldn't even get my sneak attack.
Fine.
So it's such a big chunk of damage.
But he's taken damage.
We're discussing in combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to.
You can't get advantage for a normal attack on him though.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to attack the. Warrior.
Yeah.
With.
I'd say he's probably in half cover at the angle, just so you know.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
21 to hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Fine. Great. Oh, that's a good start.
What's your other hit?
Hmm?
Oh, you're just doing one attack?
Yeah.
Oh, fine, yeah, sure.
And
You can shove, can't you?
so I do 25 points of damage, of
Nice.
psychic damage to the warrior. So that's 37 total damage.
Wait, what do you mean 37 total?
With the
Oh,
fire
sure,
damage.
yeah.
With fire damage, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to hide around the mushroom.
Nice.
Would
What's
you like
your
me
roll?
to do another stealth?
Yes, please.
Just out of
Oh,
context, interesting. I
23.
should have done made the opposite side of the wall, the dangerous side, because then all of this would have got everyone, and they would have had to leave through the fire and take the damage anyway. Yeah.
I mean, they could have just chilled in the ring, to be fair.
Yeah, but they would have missed up for a minute. Just so they would have sorted out everyone else. But
23.
23 to stealth.
stealth,
Nice,
yeah.
very nice.
Oh, so they're not like, hang on, the wall itself is on fire.
There's a 1 foot thick wall.
Okay.
So they're not
Cool.
going to take damage to exist.
So I'm going
Sorry,
to
real quick.
completely dip.
No, I just
Sorry,
just want to interrupt you. Just so 10 feet away from the side of the wall I pick is where it takes damage. So because this is 20
so
feet,
essentially it is,
it's
yeah.
there. But if I did there, there'd be a 10-foot ring around, which was dangerous.
Right.
Just so you know.
Anyway,
Sorry,
it's-
continue.
sorry.
Cool. I'm going to completely disregard Enoch and run in. And then I'm going to... How much damage is this guy taking?
37
37.
in total.
No, okay, so I was here, so I did work it out. I can get 35 feet here and then Misty Step 30 feet next to this guy.
Okay, nice.
And then... Oh, I'm going to rage,
Uh-huh.
and so I need to roll my d4.
D8.
D8. Yeah, 20. I've rolled the first
20. Yeah, that'll hit.
roll d8 quickly. Oh, did we say 2 d8s? No,
No,
that's
no.
a different thing, isn't it? I should start doing this before. 4.
How far can you shove someone?
I'll say, I think either 5 or 10 feet. Do a little Google, we'll say.
Sure.
I've got the teleporty thing on my thing.
Oh, hell yeah, nice. That's a good one.
Cool, so I'm going to take 2 swipes at this guy.
Uh-huh.
First one hits with a 20, and then the second one is 16.
Doesn't hit.
Oh, 17, sorry.
Doesn't hit.
Oh shit, really? Okay. 16.
16 points of damage.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. Okay, cool. So you went to this guy. As you do, you're sprinting. You get close to the fire. You feel like a bit of his heat, and then you just like run forward. As you do with one swing, you just like slice across the tree back, and you have no chance to turn around. As you slice into him, you feel your weapon glow with the familiar vibration of the teleportation imbued magic. And yeah, as you slice into him, you do 16 points of damage. You go with your second attack. He turns around, holding this massive great sword, and just basically blocks your second attack. And it's now Dorwin. Oh no, you went first.
Yeah, that might be.
Do you not have like advantage on surprise attacks?
No, I mean, to be fair, we probably could have wheeled away for you to get advantage there because he's like facing the wrong way and stuff. But you don't just inherently get advantage on
Usually the
stuff.
free round sort of is the advantage, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of like
yeah, that makes sense.
we probably should have figured out a way for you to get advantage there because he was like facing the wrong way and stuff.
I mean, we can still do it.
Yeah, go on, do it. See if your other roll hits. Just roll one more dice.
I mean, it makes sense. I'm just teleported
yeah,
behind
yeah.
this guy.
Teleport
Fucking-
behind you. Nothing personal. Kid.
Yeah, 28. Let's
28.
go.
Yeah, nice.
Suck my
That's
dick.
what
And that is an extra 14 points of damage.
14. Okay, nice.
30 total.
Nice. All right. So up next is
Bothy's
Gesh.
Cleaver. Is it not anybody else's go yet?
Oh, I mean, Tide's not on here.
Oh,
What did you get, Tide?
10, yeah.
my initiative was 5.
Oh, yeah.
Initiative was 5. Okay.
Oh, in the right place then.
Oh, I never asked 1 to 5. I only asked 5 to 10. Go on then, Tide.
And the first thing I'm going to do is
combat
drop my
music?
backpack.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not in combat.
Wise.
And then I'm going to creep around in this direction to about. Wait.
Here's your backpack.
You. Yeah, I'm sort of sheltering here.
On the penis.
On the penis. And then that's all I wanted to do. No, and then I'm going to. So. Yeah, here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to cast.
Can you see it? Is it the wall of fire?
No, you can see up to here.
Also,
Line of sight.
the wall of fire.
Yeah.
Wall of fire's not dim light anymore. It's very well illuminated now.
For sure. Yeah.
Let's put down there where it's.
Yeah, but it's opaque, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Anything else is now
Go on, Tide.
very
And
well.
I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Does that affect? Can you choose to not have it not affect well? Or does he have?
Where are you casting it?
Where is Will?
This is Will.
Who are you,
Ready,
who are
Nine?
you casting it on?
It's a 30-foot range.
Of-
Radius.
By what shape?
Cube.
Oh, a cube.
So
Okay, cool.
cube.
You can cut him out. Then.
So, yeah, just. Give these
Ah, the problem is, it works by visuals, so if they can't see. Oh no, they can see.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
okay.
in their own
Oh,
hand.
sorry. You're right. I misunderstood that entirely.
But also, when they take damage, they're snapped out of it. But might be good
Well,
for one
true,
round.
but you know.
It definitely takes damage, not like attack made against them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I think other people can wake them up.
I'll check that.
Yeah, they can be woken up out of like if somebody shakes them.
So
or
this
whatever.
is just under 30 feet, so you could do.
But it won't ruin it for
30.
all of them. It's only the ones that are taking damage. They're still worth doing it
Yeah.
on.
All these guys.
Because we could effectively get like
Yeah,
potentially another surprise, like effectively if they
Yeah,
if none
if they're
of
all
them can
reduced
see,
to
then we
zero-
can just all go.
Yeah,
again,
it's true.
right?
0 speed and incapacitated.
Yeah. So it'd be until it's their turn because they'll take damage on their turn from your thing.
Yeah.
So
Will they wake
well,
up
well,
and then get to do something on their turn?
Sorry.
Will they wake up and then get to do something on their turn, or will the
Good question.
will be taking damage? Will that be their full action to
No,
wake
I'd
up?
say so. It says the spell ends for an effective. Fergie.
Yeah.
Does your fire thing? Does it say that they take damage at the end of their turn or on their turn?
End of their turn.
Okay. Yeah.
And also, if they enter the fire on their turn, they take damage then.
Yeah.
Or if they end their turn in the area, then they take it then.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so
it'd
it's
be out for
something,
a whole
yeah.
round. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good move.
Cool. So yeah, wherever I said before, cast it, and it is.
Does that cover all of them?
I hadn't expected it to,
no,
because I thought it was a
pretty
visual
much.
element.
So
but
this is
yeah.
just under 30 feet, so like there to there is 30. So you can do that, like that.
Maybe just this
Maybe
one.
not.
Nice. Not.
That,
You
and
know.
that.
I mean, it'd be a lot easier for me if it just got all of them. So I was
Okay.
just
Okay.
So all they did was one quad off.
So look, if we just do
Cool.
And it's a wisdom saving throw of 15.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so everything in this cube,
Yeah.
which
Alright.
is basically everyone.
I'm doing the mage first. They failed.
Oh!
I'm doing the guard number 1. He's failed.
Nice.
Guard number 2. He succeeded. One
Which- the
quarter
wolf
of
one.
1/4 of the Quaggoths has failed. Another quarter has succeeded. Another quarter has. Should I just do half this time?
No, it's
Half.
fine.
Okay.
go on.
Another quarter has failed, and another quarter has failed. So
So
3 quarters have failed.
quarter succeeded.
Okay.
17 of them.
So
And
Yeah.
one
Three of-
cloud.
So one guard of 1/4 of the Quaggoths.
Do you wanna
What's the quarter of 17?
5. It's
Like
20.
24.
It's 20.
4.
No, but 3 of them are dead.
3 of them dead. Sure.
So 17.
4.3. Do you want to just roll a d4 to see which quarter? Like
Yeah,
saved?
yeah.
So
Sure, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
You do it.
So 3 have succeeded.
Which one
So
was that?
1,
Or
2,
we did
3.
Was it
So I said these 3 here.
Alright, cool.
These this quarter. So,
And what's the quarter of
so
17?
these 4.
4.
Yeah.
These 4 succeeded.
Yeah. I'll use this colour pen and just do like a.
A Z. Z, Z, Z.
Oh, it's
Oh,
yellow
yeah.
and yellow. I'll just do a mark like on the side.
Yeah, sure.
They're defended against charm.
Yeah. Shit, and the elves actually have advantage
Oh.
because they're resistant to being charmed.
Sure.
Okay.
Is it a charm?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it is, okay. Alright, I'll re-roll them just
Is
do
it
1
charmed?
dice
It's not
each.
charmed, Yeah.
It is
Okay.
charmed.
So mage fails.
Nice.
Soldier Fails.
Nice.
Soldier number 2.
He's already
He already
succeeded.
succeeded.
I already succeeded. You got nat 20 anyway. So
This guy succeeded, yeah?
he succeeded twice.
Double succeeds.
Wow, that guy.
Succeeds. Double succeeds. And so all of these things are now charmed apart from, like, immobilized apart from these 4.
Yeah. Nice.
And the guys.
Cool. Bloody hell, good move. Alright, Guess, you're up.
Cool. Shall I say we do one more round each and then call it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind, but yeah, go for it.
It's gone 10:30 now, so.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I still can't see him. I'm not going to get any closer, so I'm just going to make another attempt at trying to fire at the mage.
Sure.
Is this Khazal
but
not outside of the
He would be.
Hey.
If you hit him, he wakes up.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh fuck that then. Okay. Well I'll
He's going to wake up on his turn at the end of his turn anyway, but it doesn't mean he'll get a go.
Damage.
Yeah.
Oh
So
okay. All right.
that Quaggoth's out of the fire.
Yeah. Cool. Fuck it. I'm gonna make an attempt at trying to hit that clog
Yeah,
off.
it'd be good to see what.
Or from your vantage point, you could probably try and get a shot on him if you wanted.
There's a wall of fire.
How tall are the
20 feet wall.
20 feet tall. He's the mushroom he's on's probably.
I'm gonna
about
mount
that high.
Gesh. I'm gonna mount Gesh, and I'm gonna
But
fly.
There's a 20-foot wall there.
right there?
Oh yeah,
He's
of course.
definitely
Yeah.
not-
Alright,
Yeah.
I'm gonna mount Gesh, and I'm gonna fly 30 feet.
But he's got way more flying speed than that.
It's double my walking speed, I think, isn't it?
What-
I know,
I'm saying-
no, but when I'm on him, it only says it's the same as walking speed.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fine. Okay.
So I'm gonna mount Gesh, and I'm gonna fly like 30 feet, sort of up here.
Sure.
So I can get sorry.
Yeah.
Dragos is gonna mount Gesh, no. And then I'm gonna fire at this elf down here. So I'm sort of there.
Try put him on here.
Yeah, nice.
Take the thing off.
I'll just bend it like that. That'll be fine. Just put you on.
Yeah. Cool. I'm up there. Sort of just to the So I've got line of sight for this guy. Yeah, and not one. Oh, fuck's sake!
You just fucking skull.
And then a 16.
Dragos.
And then a 16.
16 doesn't hit.
Okay, cool. Well, that's that then.
And like you mate, you fly up one of your arrows. I don't even know what happens. It's gonna hit like 2.
Okay, fine.
Give me damage.
I'll roll damage for it as well then.
So that one you said, what?
And you're right next to it as well.
Yeah.
Hold on, do it. Okay, 4, and then so 4.
If I misty step into the thing,
8
do I
total.
do damage? Yeah.
But if you strike as
Okay.
well.
Oh really? So if you pass
Okay.
through it.
So,
Yeah.
9.
If you-
and
if
then
you enter it,
not Hans
you're
Mark.
conjuring
No,
yourself.
it's
Oh,
fine.
because
Okay,
if
so
it was big
I hit
you wouldn't.
I hit a lick 2 for 9 damage.
Oh.
What do you mean, sorry?
No, I've
Uh,
confused
for-
that. Doesn't matter.
Oh, because you're raging.
If anyone enters that ring, they take damage immediately, basically.
So you're just stood there. You get an arrow in the
Now
back.
teleporting.
Yeah.
No, because it's like
If
a.
you teleport through it, fine. But if you end up in the area
Yeah.
on your turn, you take damage then.
Okay.
Because of the size of it. I was confused. But because it is.
Oh yeah, so
affects in
there's
10
a
feet.
10-foot
The
area
whole
to
thing
the
is
side of the
affected.
wall that is affected.
Right.
So this whole thing is like.
But if it was a ring and it was bigger, it would be fine.
Ah, okay, got you.
So it's now the guard's turn. So this one's gonna fight you, Elixir. This one, seeing nothing else going on, is gonna run over and
Ring
fight you
it.
too.
This is what you wanted.
God, this is literally what I wanted. Yeah.
I didn't think it is.
Oh, bring it. Okay.
He has at the ready, boys.
Okay, so
I've got 90 health. Fine.
they make 3 attacks each with their great sword. So that's a hit.
Imagine.
That's a nat 20.
Oh no.
That's a. Does 15 hit?
It does, yeah.
That's essentially 4 hits, and I've rolled 3 times. So next, that's a hit. That's a hit. Last roll. That's a nat 20.
Well, Alexis dead.
So much damage.
That's essentially 8
8
hits.
hits.
8
yeah.
hits.
Oh,
All halved. So
Yeah.
let's see.
So 4 hits.
Okay.
Oh, they ain't shit.
Fuck, there's a lot of rolls. So 8. I'm just going to use a computer for this.
Do you want to? Well, Meryl's right. It's essentially 4 hits, isn't it? 8 halves. Do you want to do 4 rolls?
No, but all the
you
rolls
get
are
so
different,
much,
aren't
you get
they?
so much higher.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
because with the computer, it's the same click anyway.
Yeah.
So that's then. Holy moly. So how many
Fucking
hits is it?
brilliant.
8 hits.
8 hits.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant.
Okay.
What's the damage roll?
I'm just going to work it out, and it with a big surprise.
Okay, fine. 1006.
Okay.
91.
Remember, he's got 9 temp health. That'll save him.
Nah, it's gone, mate. Because you
Because you shot him in the
don't-
back.
Oh, shit,
Half of it is gone, yeah.
And then also, oh god, I'm all jittery. This is exciting.
What's happened to these?
Those are linked to me.
Oh,
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna add them together.
need a calculator.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so keep in mind this damage is halved, but the full amount of damage you take is 147 points of damage.
So what is that hard?
And that's with it halved?
No, that's the full amount.
Oh,
Oh,
fucking
okay,
hell.
fine. I thought
So
you meant
halved,
I thought you meant that was with
He's
it
still
half.
alive.
You take
remember
73
me.
points of damage total.
Oh my god.
So these guards just
I
swarm
could
around
use
you.
some help.
just slashing wildly at you, just like
Okay.
cutting you down. You're like trying to defend a few that are just flurry of balls, just cutting into you. You find like you're.
I cannot resist the opportunity to say, Elictu, I did warn you.
And you're just like bleeding. You've got like open wounds. You're just like fucked.
How much health? You got like 17
Just put a
health.
flesh wound.
Oh yeah, you're toast because it's the Quaggoths now.
Wait, only those 4 that can move.
Ah yeah, they're all stunned, aren't they? Oh, amazing. They're all good.
Yeah.
Well remembered. Okay,
Now
nice.
remember,
Wait.
they can't see Elictu.
Yeah,
They're just
yeah,
surrounded
yeah,
by
yeah.
fire. so
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
wasn't this
No,
guy
they're not
stunned?
good.
No.
He made
He's
There
it.
was
he
one
made
that
a save.
wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't know anything about at what point of it does damage. Just so you know.
What do you mean?
Like the Quaggoths don't know the mechanics.
Oh
of
no,
this
they're not going to
fire.
go get him. They can't see him.
I'm just saying they don't know the mechanics of the fire, so they're just like surrounded by fire. So
Yeah.
Just
Oh no, yeah, obviously. So yeah, on their turn, yeah, they're going to be really confused. They've not received any orders or anything. They're probably going to be really fucking scared and confused. So they're probably just going to sit there, and I don't know. Would they maybe they're going to bolt in random directions out of the fire, but like just dashing out of it. So using their action to like go as far as they can. Do they take damage when they cross the border too, Ferg?
Only,
sure?
Only entering the
Oh,
area.
only entering?
Oh, there's another one there.
Or ending the
Oh,
job.
that one just like over
But
there.
is it not when once you cross the threshold too? Because there's like I thought there was an extra hot ring, and then like a
on the inside.
but also the wall itself. No.
Yeah, but it's all part of the same. It's like
Are you 100%?
basically.
Okay, sure, yeah. Have a little look in case, but yeah, okay. So they're all just going to run in those random directions. That's basically their go. So yeah, unless they receive any damage, I guess that's that.
There's no distinction between the wall and the area. So just
Okay, fine.
which
But
bit
that's
is
good.
hot.
Oh no, wait.
Sure. So all right, Enoch, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, but those guys in there take damage, don't they? Those Quaggoths that are stunned.
Mhm.
How much?
I roll again.
And it's definitely with advantage. Oh no,
Well, yeah.
They've already been.
they're already hit.
22.
22. Okay, and they've already received a bit of damage, haven't they?
Some of them.
These three
ones-
have received.
12 points of damage.
No, those
Some
ones
of
took the full
48.
amount.
This one's received 12, I think.
No, the 48 one's balanced, right?
Oh,
Yeah, but
right.
then those guys took the full 24.
Yeah, that's
they
it.
took
Yeah,
24,
this
and they've
guy's
taken
half.
how much again?
22.
Okay, so that's enough to kill those ones.
Okay.
That one's barely holding on.
Sorry.
So this
Nice. So this one's had 34.
Yes. Okay. Cool. All right.
But is now awake.
Yes, it's awake
But
now.
everyone outside of the fire is.
Yeah, and it's now Enoch.
So Enoch is going to move round to here, still stealthed.
Mhm.
Would you like to do another stealth?
No, you're currently stealth. Sure. Happy with that.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah. And it's going to make an attack against the wounded. Sorry. The wounded archer, the wounded warrior.
I think they're both wounded.
The more wounded one, who's had
Yeah,
37
he's
points of
had-
damage
yeah.
put into him. 17
17 to hit, doesn't hit. Is it with advantage?
with advantage.
Yeah, because he's
okay.
within 5 feet.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, fine. Oh, is it advantage or is it just you just get your sneak attack?
I just get my sneak attack.
Oh,
I think
okay,
it
sure.
doesn't hit anyway.
Yeah, probably could have wangled an advantage out there anyway. Alright, do you want to try your other attack or are you going to try and stealth again?
The poor boss has 3. Yeah, I'm going to try my second attack.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. 23 to hit.
Nice.
So it's that. So 9, that's a start. That's from that. Okay. 23 points of damage
Nice.
to the elven one.
Amazing, cool.
60 total.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 54 total, right? You were 30 before.
He had 34 points of damage.
He
put
had
on
30 taken from me alone.
Oh, no. It was
No.
30 just from this guy.
Oh.
Just from... You did 30 and then you just did 24,
I did
right?
34 the first time.
Okay, really?
Yeah, he had 34 total from the.
I thought it rounded up to 4 because didn't you do 16 and 14?
No, that was.
Oh, fine. Okay, fair enough.
So he's had 12 from the fire, 23 from me the first time, which is 35, and has just had another.
Oh,
23.
yeah, including the 5. Forgot the 5.
Yeah, so 23.
57.
So he's 57.
Okay, cool, nice. All right, hell yeah, nice, cool. So yeah, you kind of go behind and spin out a couple of these cards. Some of them miss, and in your frustration, you spin out a few more. Kind of whistle around and kind of bounce off his armor a bit and hurt him a bit still as he takes the damage. Nice going. So next up is Elixir.
Cool. I'm gonna drink a health potion. That's my bonus action, right?
Sure,
Yeah. So, how do I do that again? Sorry. What do I need to
Find
do?
it in your
I've got.
inventory.
Is it a greater
What is
healing
it?
potion?
Greater. Yeah. What is
So
it
that's
to roll?
4d4 plus 4.
Uh, 12.
Okay, nice. So yeah, chuck that back on.
I mean, that's nothing to them, is it?
Not from 70 fucking
Yeah.
points all
And then I'm going to turn to this guy
Mm-hmm.
and attack him.
Yeah.
Ooh, come on. Come on. 21 to hit.
That hits.
And the second one is 23.
That also hits.
Nice.
Come on.
Giving the damage.
Yeah. 27 points of damage.
Nice. Okay, cool.
You dead?
No.
No! Oh my god. But you will be though.
Hey, can I... Using the turnings of battle, that's like a full action, right?
Yeah.
It would specify. I'll check on the button. But while we're waiting, it's the mage. So they basically can't do anything because they're stunned. But they're going to take some damage. So do you want to roll that, Fergie?
Yeah, it's a full action.
Okay.
I don't know if fire damage makes a difference, by the way.
I didn't think so. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure.
It takes 23 points of damage.
Nice.
23. Nice. Okay. Alright, nice. Sorry, I was just reading something. Yeah, so 23. So that's then. Nice. Okay. So yeah, this fire kind of like erupts around. You see it like snaps her out of her hypnotic, and she's just like, I mean, you can't see, but she's like frustrated that she succumbed to this spell. But that's her action, basically being stunned. So next up is Dorwin.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll just run over here for now. Right, closer. And I'm gonna just cast Blink. Just roll my thing, see what happens. Okay, nothing happens.
Okay. Sure. Yeah?
Yeah.
For sure. Alright, fine. Should I make a note of anything, or have you got?
Nah, that's fine. I'll tell you if something happens.
Okay, fine. And next up is Tide, and this is the last one, and then we'll wrap up. So make it a
okay.
big one.
Ooh, okay.
Please help
Fresh.
me.
Anyway, so that's all going on. I'm concentrating on this spell. But then I'm going to move to about.
So once again, can you get a new one?
Can we say that? Can we say that mushrooms are like half cover and shit as well?
Yeah, they will be. Yeah,
There's definitely a mushroom between me and whatever that is. And then I'm going to cast blindness on these two.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
It might not work.
So that is.
Fucking needs it.
What is blindness?
In terms of
Does it say like?
constitution?
Does it say like what it's? Do they say like? It's not charm, is it? No, it has to be something else. Yeah.
It just says blinded as the effect.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So give us the. Yeah. So what's the roll that I've got to make?
Constitution fire, 15.
15. Okay. So one of them has. One of them's failed, and the other one has also failed.
Yes! Thank you.
Cool. I'll make a note that they're blinded, and then we'll pause there, shall we? So I'm gonna take some pictures of the.
Yeah. Can we have the regular lights? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So that's.
Fucking hell, you really can't see the different colours.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jesus.
weird.
All right.
Sit
Nice.
easy, please. Yeah. Oh my god.
I know, I just don't want to cut anything.
Maybe we shouldn't have attacked these guys.
We're good.
To be fair, we're all doing absolutely fine.
Does anyone have any time that they're because with the combat, it's obviously good to play a session sooner rather than later. Is there any time people are knocked out next week?
Well, are people free this weekend at all?
No.
Ooh, I don't think so.
Not really, no.
I can't do Wednesday next week, that's it.
Sure.
I can't do Monday or Thursday next week.
I can't do Tuesday or Thursday. So Friday next week? Or this Friday?
What's
Wait,
the date
was
this
Monday,
Friday?
no?
7th.
Yeah, I'm busy this
Monday's a
Friday.
no-go for Ali, I think.
What are you up to?
See my mate's birthday.
Wait, was that this Friday?
Yeah.
I'm
free on
next
Sunday.
Friday.
I'm on long days, so I finish at 8 on Sunday.
This Sunday?
Yeah.
Or next Sunday?
This Sunday. I'm working.
I mean, it would be a late one, but I'm free on Sunday evening.
Not good starting at 8. It's too
That's too late.
Although, yeah, even if it was just to wrap up, come back. I know it'd be a bit long having to travel and everything, but yeah, all right, fine. Okay, so next week. So
we can't do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What Friday?
Next week.
What about like this Thursday or Friday?
We can't do Friday.
This is tomorrow.
Tomorrow's
Okay.
Thursday.
I can do Thursday.
I can't do tomorrow. I basically now can't do Mondays and Thursdays because I'm at college.
Okay, fine.
Friday's no for some.
I can't do Friday.
Oh,
What about so next Friday?
Next
14th?
Friday is the next we can all do, I think.
Apparently.
Okay.
Cool. Alright.
Yeah.
And that's week.
Any what? Wait. So what about? Did we say this?
What's the date next Friday?
14th.
Yeah.
Did we say this Sunday was a no go?
Yeah.
Because
James
you're
is
on long
James.
days, yeah.
I'm going to be not free until 8.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about if we did
Next Friday?
Sunday?
only
What about if we
long
did
days.
Sunday start at like because we normally don't start till like 6-7 anyway. Play for an hour without Jamesy, and then play for another hour or two with Jamesy.
It's not. I need to get back really, and I can't do that on a Sunday.
Yeah, sure. Fine.
Next Friday's only 9 days away.
Yeah.
And we could
We'll remember.
maybe go have a late one Friday.
Well,
We
exactly.
could, yeah. We
Yeah.
could wrap this up and crack on a bit more.
Yeah.
Have you
I'm
got
just
something
worried
on
that I
Saturday?
might have. I'm not
I'm
really
just
shit remembering
thinking-
plans. So I'm just
I mean,
worried I might have plans, but it's probably fine.
There'll be a rugby match, but that's not a problem. But I don't
Or
think
whatever.
I've got anything planned on that Saturday. So
Right, cool. How
Right,
exciting!
Friday.
Yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, thanks. That's good. Exciting.
Yeah.
Well, you found out how to entice us.
And know. Who knows what would happen if we carried on that mushroom case?
You would maybe all survive. No, I'm joking. You're doing pretty well.
Have you ever had like a full team wipe?
No, I don't think